What is up, folks? Excuse me. We are live. I appreciate you all joining me for this impromptu stream. What's up, Great Smunkin? How you doing, buddy? Appreciate you, as always, joining these streams. Gonna make sure that you can hear everything nice and loud. Make sure we're good. Sound is coming. The sound is coming through good. Microphone seems good. And we're going to talk about this. We're going to go over some of this stuff here. So I think there have been a couple developments that are worth mentioning. So I don't think that this stream will be too long tonight. Just going to go for a little bit, and we're going to break some things down here because this is stuff that is always seemingly developing. So I'm going to be going over some tweets, going over, like I said, how this all came together, I guess. And like I said, we're going to give a bit of a backstory. I'm just waiting on Orr to show up because he's going to be my co-host tonight. And I'm also just waiting for a couple more people to filter in here. Hey, what's up, Koragane? How you doing? Been a while. Been a while since I've seen you on one of the streams. Thank you for joining tonight. It's been a minute. So I'm just preparing everything right now. But for those of you, I'm pretty sure everybody at this point is apprised of the situation. They know what's going on between Ohm and the Vanos crew at this point in time. There's no better way to put it. There's a grudge here, okay? There's an axe to grind. I just don't know any other way to put it outside of that. There's bad blood, and it seems like either one of two things is going to happen here. Well, I actually really only want to think one thing that I can really see happening here. It's one person's crusade to get revenge. It's really not going to go their way, and every day that they proceed to do this, they really hurt themselves. It's either that or before I would have said it was going to be a situation where we were going to see mutually assured destruction. The difference now, a couple days later, is that one of those parties realized that they did not want to be part of that mutual destruction, and they decided to bail on the situation. So now we have a situation where it's just one guy that is still willing to just go down with the ship no matter what. And it's pretty sad. It's pretty sad to see. This, I think, will be one of those. I can't say with certainty that after this is all said and done that Ohm is going to be completely done on YouTube. I'm sure he has a subscriber base that supports him, that will support him no matter what. But this is one of those things, I think, that will be kind of a bit of a landmark moment for him personally in terms of the space he's in, this YouTube gaming space, where he does irreparable harm to his own reputation because of the way that he decided to handle these things. It's sad. It really is. Hey, what's up, Donnie Pearson? It's been a moment. How are you? Thank you all in the chat. Please be sure, if you're joining in, to hit the thumbs up on the chat. That helps a lot. If you're not subbed to the channel, I hope that I can earn your subscription. That'd be great. But we'll just get into this here. So let's get into the Lui stuff, right? Let's get into that, because really all this whole drama really stems from these seeds that were planted last year. Yep, I just started Ace Comics, and I appreciate you joining the stream. This started back on June 22nd, 2020. This is from a twitlonger from a user by the name of Cyan. As we've already come to find out, Cyan is a former, I guess, for lack of a better way to put it, ex of Lui Calibre of the Vanos gaming crew. But we'll go over her little post here and what she had to say, because this is something that I don't think that I covered. I don't think I ever got into her twitlonger on the situation, but this is kind of the beginning of everything, the genesis, I guess you could say. So It says, I started dating a famous YouTuber back in 2018. His friend Droid had followed me on Instagram and DM'd me to play Overwatch with him, and I agreed. It started out as me and Droid, and we would just do one. Then one day, he invited me to join an Xbox lobby where I met Louis. They told me Droid was bragging about playing with a hot girl with a big butt, so Louis told them to invite her. Me, I joined the party, and everything seemed very chill, and we were all cracking jokes. Theo, Droid's little brother, started complaining, asking why Louis doesn't follow him, and Louis just laughed and told me to check my followers. Louis had followed me only to unfollow a few moments later, and DM me saying, "Hey Theo." From then on, we started talking more and more. We only talked through Xbox live chat, Skype calls, or Snapchat. I was never allowed to save chats, or else he would yell at me and call me suspicious. Louis told me a few weeks later he liked me and would always tell me all these great things that could be me and him. I just want to state I was 18 years old and he was 30 something, and this is not relevant to anything. Just you guys know. I mean, unless you're trying to make the comment on, look at how much more experienced I was than him. It doesn't matter. I mean, really, you're legally an adult. He's legally an adult. Sure. And you see, that's what she goes on to do right here. I was young, fresh out of high school, just started college, and he would constantly take advantage of my naivete, of my lack of experience in relationships. The whole relationship was kept a secret, and as well because he didn't want anyone to know. Sounds like she made an adult choice, right? She decided to date someone. Again, look, this is life. It happens, right? You're legally an adult. He's legally an adult. You're under no obligation to have to go with him. If you had a bad feeling about it, you didn't have to proceed with anything. At any point in time, people can get out of anything. They can choose to get out of anything unless they're being held hostage, right? Tied up and literally have a gun to their head, right? At the start, nothing seemed out of place. I thought he was a great man, and I continue to think that even though he constantly gaslighted me and was toxic, I remember our first fight. That's an interesting word that I always see people throw into these things. They say that they were gaslighted, but I don't think that they really understand the definition of that when they use it. But that's neither here nor there. Let me digress from one here. I remember our first fight was when we were playing Fortnite with his friend group, and I made a joke. After I said the joke, he started yelling at me, telling me how I was super effing dumb. I'll just say super fucking dumb. It doesn't matter at this point. These streams barely stay monetized as it is. So, and not funny. He kept repeating this until I just ended up muting my mic and cried. He would repeat this daily until my bad. Hold on. I lost my place. Okay. He repeats until I just stopped talking in his parties altogether. Every time I would use a big word, he would yell at me and tell me to stop trying to sound smart, and actually smart people don't get to use big words to explain things. There were so many red flags, but I could never complain and just cry silently because I really started to believe I was dumb and young. See, to me, if you see how Louis acts on social media, I mean, and just his demeanor, even in videos and stuff like that, he has a very he has a pretty I would say abrasive kind of sense of humor, that kind of in your face, just kind of this kind of thing. For him to say this is probably just him just trying to be funny and stuff like that, and she probably took it to heart, and it's just like that's just his humor. I mean, and honestly, it's not, to me, that's not that big. Like, I would laugh if somebody said this, right? This is not a big deal, but maybe this person is ultra sensitive. So, so many red flags, but I can never complain. I'm just okay. Every time I went out with a friend, he had to know where I was going, who I was going with. And honestly, look, I'm pretty sure that there's a caveat with this, right? I'm pretty sure that if she was going out with girlfriends, it probably was a thing. But if it was like she was wanting to hang out with a guy friend, look, if you're dating someone, right, or you're with someone, I mean, I think it's okay to want to know who you're with, right? Who you're going with. I think that's okay. I had to send him their socials, and if I didn't keep him updated on everything that was happening, he would get upset with me. He would also get mad if I kept him updated, and would joke about me to his friends. He was like my dad, and then turn around and yell at me. Okay, sure. Hold on, let me check the chat here real quick. My bad. I have to check to see if. Oh yeah, Louis in chat. What's up, Louis? Appreciate you being here. Oh no, she knew it wasn't real. See, that's what I'm saying. It comes across as like a joke. Hey, what's up, Light Dragon? Appreciate you joining the chat. What's up, Tekken Nation? Appreciate you joining the chat. Wait, can somebody tell me tell me what this twitlonger is about? I just arrived. This twitlonger is basically what kicked off this whole situation. This twitlonger is what planted the seeds for what was to come here now, what's happening right now. So almost a year later. This is the twitlonger by Cyan. So this is what really kind of kicked everything off. This is what kind of started the chain reaction where we started seeing girls come forward saying, I have a Louis story too. Louis said, I was a poopy head, such and such date this many years ago, whatever. You know, they started coming out with all these different stories to say that, you know, he abused them, you know, verbally in some way, things like that. Just a bunch of stuff started, you know, coming out. And then just recently, a couple weeks ago, we saw the infamous document that was dropped alongside the Prismate Luke video, his great expose where he kind of covered everything in the document. Funny thing about that, by the way, for those of you that don't know, and I think this is kind of public knowledge at this point, Cyan, the person behind this twitlonger, was basically feeding Prismate Luke this information. They got together, and the same day that the Google Doc was released was the same day that Prismate Luke released his video. I mean, that doesn't seem sketchy at all. That doesn't seem like a coordinated effort at all, though, right? We have Moretti Games in the chat. What's up, Moretti Games? What's up, Cartoon Central? But let's continue on here. I mean, this is such drivel, man. I don't even want to read through the whole thing because to me, it reads like a lot of petty things. You know what I mean? Just petty things that happen in the relationship. You know, she's being petty about things that happen in the relationship, which really don't seem that bad. It seems like a lot of this is being embellished, but you know, let's get to the meat, because this is what kind of kicked everything off. If anybody wants to read this twitlonger, I'm just going to go ahead and put it here in the chat. You guys can check it out for yourselves if you want to take the time to read it. But let's go here. Let's go to the infamous document, right? The thing that exposes Louis. The thing that absolutely exposes him. Let's go to that. You know, they're smoking guns, so to speak. Let's go there. All right. Check this out. So this is the infamous document, right? Where it has this has that twitlonger I just shared, right? This person outlining why they're doing all this, okay? And just, you know, kind of telling, you know, I've been harassed. Louis seems to have zero remorse, guilt, or sense of wrongdoing thus far. 8 girls have come to me in confidence with their own experience of how they were manipulated by him. 3 girls have expressed to me they suffered, you know, self-deletion thoughts. And most of them have told me they've had to go to therapy to process the trauma they experienced being with him. I have no doubt there are even more out there who have not spoken up. I also want to be clear that I got permission from all the other victims to use their evidence, and I will not be revealing their identities to protect their privacy until they're ready to speak out on their own. So here's one thing that I think is very interesting. And when you start something off like this, this is immediately going to get people's attention because nobody wants to know that potentially kids are being abused in any way, shape, or form, right? Or anybody underage. So they put this as the first thing that they cover, right? And then they say Lui messaging, sending explicit pictures, asking for news for an underage girl. This is most concerning of all. That's why it's at the top. So then we get into it here. I will reference this tweet from my previous post where a girl said Lui had sent her explicit pictures while knowing she was underage. Since then, I reached out to her for more evidence, which you can view here. Let's explore here. But well, actually, let's open that link over here. So, but we'll get to that in a moment. It's just a folder basically with a bunch of screen caps. See what the tweet is from the previous post. Let me see what that is. Oh yeah, that's from this tweet. Let me show this real quick. Actually, you know what? Let's just get to the document. Actually, let me just stay on point with the document. So here's one thing that I think is interesting, right? Let's see. This girl was 16 in 2015 when they were talking to Lui. He was 32, which is just awful to think about. 16-year-old age gap. She told me that he knew her age, and continued to talk to her regardless. Okay, this is important. Okay, she told me that he knew her age and continued to talk to her regardless. Now, you would think that when you say something like that, that's a declarative statement that you're making there, that you would have proof to back that up. Okay, she showed me 3 different IDs of her. I blurred out her information for privacy reasons, but kept her birthday visible. In the following photos, you can see that he talked with this underage girl about sending her pictures and begging for pictures in return. He also messages about having sexy time with her, disgusting, talks about wanting to kiss her, admits to sending partial nude and more. So here we have the infamous ID pics, right? Where it shows a date of birth. Let's be abundantly clear about this. This proves nothing. Pictures of IDs prove nothing. Why do they prove nothing? Because these are just pictures of IDs. They don't prove when it was that they actually spoke, okay? Or that at any point in time, obviously it doesn't show that this person is telling that they're a minor, right? Because we don't know when they spoke. These are just pictures. These are literally just pictures of IDs. These don't mean anything. And funny, if you go through this document, right? You go through this stuff. You see these messages. Okay, they're out of context messages. All right, and at no point in time, even in these messages, okay, they say this. Remember this? Let's go back for a moment. She told me that he knew her age and continued to talk to her regardless. I have a question. Let's look at these DMs. Okay, where in these DMs does this person tell him? And oh, by the way, also no date. No date, by the way. Just the time here, but no date. Okay. Where is this person telling Lui that they are underage? Because I don't see it here. You know what I mean? You see this, sure. You see this, but where are they telling them that they're a minor? I don't see it. So how do we know this didn't take place when this person was no longer a minor? See what I'm saying? And they think this, right? This part here. These are just some messages we found between him and minors on Twitter after a quick search. Again, look at this, right? This is a tweet, blurred out. Okay, fine. If any of you guys have Snapchat and want to tell me them, you don't even have to reply. And she tags Lui, basically H2O delirious. And what do we see here, right? So Lui responds, "Don't tell her mine is my name is Lui." And this person says incoming spam. All right. So they engage on Twitter back in 2014. So you tell me, at what point in time is this a solicitation? This is a very innocuous tweet. This is just him giving out social media. I don't see any kind of solicitation whatsoever here of any kind of bad pictures. Oh, we got Aura joining in. What's up, Aura? How you doing, buddy?
How you doing, man? I'm doing well. How about you?
Sorry, I'm doing well, man. I hope you haven't been waiting long.
No, I mean, like a minute or two is not a big deal. Can you hear me? Am I coming through all right?
Yeah, you're loud and clear. Can the chat? Can you all hear Aura?
Okay, yeah. I was gonna say, this is a weird setup I've had. I've never done this kind of setup before, so I'm glad it's working. Anyway, what are we talking about? What are we talking about specifically?
Well, I'm just getting into the Lui document and how terribly it's put together, and how the fact that anybody would read this and think that there's any crime here is ludicrous to me.
Crime in what sense? You're covering this stuff right here. Okay,
yeah,
I see what you mean.
That any illegal activity took place, right? In terms of like solicitation of photos from a person underage.
I was gonna say there is a crime. I'm like, there was fucking audio illegally recorded from Lui.
This stuff, right?
Yeah, there's distribution of H2O being sent around. Apparently, that's a crime as well. I'd even go as far as to say the person, if the leaks of Lui's like lewd photos or whatever was sent out, that could be considered fucking revenge porn. But like, hey, that's just me. If I want to be a true bastard, or if anybody wants to be a true bastard. But yeah, there's crimes committed. Yeah, just not by the person that is under fire right now.
Or the person that they're.
It's not the accuser.
Yeah. See, and this is all again out of context shit, and this is what people want everyone else to believe is credible evidence, but they provide nothing. They provide no real smoking gun. It's just they try to play on the emotion, by showing the worst possible things in these messages. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's it, and that's the. Good, Or.
No, like it's true. Continue. Don't let me derail.
Oh no, I'm going to share the Google Doc in the chat for anybody that wants to check it out for themselves, because I was really wanting for you to get here, so that we could get into it, to really get into it. So
I am ready.
So there's for anybody that wants to check it out for themselves. Let's get into this shit like for real now. So we have one of the
real quick actually before I'm surprised this doc is still accessible. Like, I'm surprised they didn't shut this thing down. The more it gets spread around, isn't that considered more distribution?
I
have no idea.
I would think so. But I guess I don't know. I mean, I'm not up on the laws like that.
Yeah, I don't know how it works actually.
Yeah, I don't know how it works, but yeah, possibly. Yeah. Let's get into this shit here, right? Because we have Jane Doe, I think number 1 here, decided that they were going to make a final statement today. So
I want to explain my avatar. Somebody's talking about my icon. I am one of the Crows of Judgment. I'm co-owner, and I am the Angry Crow. So that is what I am. There you go. There's context.
Yeah, and just for clarity here, just to clarify things and just to make something perfectly clear, don't contact this person. Don't harass them. Don't, let's just look at what they're saying and just comment on it. That's it. So this is my final statement on this issue. My intent with taking part of the document about Lui Calibre was to come out with my story as a victim of mental emotional abuse and manipulation, along with standing in solidarity with the other girls who have been traumatized by this man. I think that's a bit of a stretch, but hey, look, people are going to feel how they're going to feel about things that are said to them. They're going to react how they're going to react to them. To each their own. Everybody has a right to feel how they want to feel, I guess. Okay. Things took a completely different turn as someone who made it seem like they were trying to help us basically used us for his own personal agenda against other members of the crew. The whole point of including that part of the voice recording into our document was to show how Lui would send around nudes from fans without consent. Louis' Snapchat was open, and he would could send him photos, and there is no way to verify, no way of verifying their age. He has since deleted his Snapchat. Really? So, I guess they had you on the ropes, Louis. You know, it was because of this that you deleted your Snapchat. Apparently, I don't know if that's true or not. Maybe you could confirm, but they seem to think that that's why, or at least that seems to be the implication here. Send if you want to come on, you have the link, bro.
Yeah, it's in the Discord, sir.
It's in our archive. So, but let's continue on here. As I mentioned in the document, Louis would send me other girls' nudes as well. Again, there is no way of verifying the age of these girls. Everything in the document is real, from our own personal stories to the story from the girl who is underage. The decision to not go to the police about the underage situation was made by the victim herself. What? What? Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, look, Louis in chat actually. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, why not? Isn't it about getting justice? Isn't it about getting justice for these victims? Isn't that the priority of all this? So they could get some kind of justice?
I mean, I'm just gonna let you finish reading it before I give like my bullshit take.
Well, there's a two-part for it, but you know, I want you to give your take after I read this first part. You know, and then you could add more onto it if you want after that. So,
yeah.
God. All right. Regardless, none of these women, consented to having their photos being sent around. In the voice recording, Louis claims that since he was sent those photos, they now belong to him, and he could do whatever he wanted with them, sending it to other people. This way of thinking is disgusting, and this is clearly an abuse of power.
My God, but there's a problem with that. You're kind of doing the same fucking thing right now, you know? I'm like, you can't say it's disgusting in one aspect and then just do the same fucking thing that you deem to be disgusting. It's hypocritical and it's fucking illegal. You're no better. That's the problem. This is where vindication gets you. This is what happens when you just can't get over somebody. Like, it doesn't matter if fucking Louis mistreated you. Everybody gets mistreated. Everyone has bad experiences. But if you're going to go around conspiring and then commit a bunch of fucking crimes with a bunch of people, like, that's on you now. You just gave yourself more fucking problems than what you had. So honestly, like,
those ends don't justify the means.
No, I mean, if you can't complain about it and then do it and then say, look how horrible Louis is, and you just did the same fucking thing, just in a different little, like minorly different in a different kind of aspect. You did the same thing. So are you equally as shitty as you're claiming this guy to be? You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
This is why this whole fucking thing makes no sense.
Yeah. Absolutely. In regards to the recording, the person who owns the recording cannot release it for legal reasons. Would love to see a citation.
It's already been released, though. Sorry.
Yeah. There are many girls that were mentioned as well as their private information, but for anyone who is able to think critically, in what world would a YouTuber or influencer lie about serious things that could potentially get themselves in a lot of trouble legally as well?
Yeah.
So many things wrong with that. Go ahead, bro, because I know you have something to say.
I mean, I was just going to, somebody actually said hello to me, so I wanted to say hi to them. Hi, Donnie. Hi, Donnie Pearson.
Oh, okay.
But,
I thought you. It was just to say hi to Donnie.
Donnie's
a celebrity in this chat, so
yeah,
Dope. For sure. Honestly, he's a cool cat. This was a 4-hour long conversation I had with Louis, and I did not know it was being recorded. Really. Aura, is it just me or? Really? You did not know? I smell a contradiction, bro.
It's this is going to get really ugly really bad because they're going to have to start turning on each other because, like I said, there's a crime that's been committed and the fingers are going to get pointed. They're already starting with Ohm, and it's a matter of if Ohm is just going to like lay there and take it. You know, I don't think he's willing to really die by the sword like he said he is. Only time will tell.
No, I don't think so either.
Nope, I really don't. I think when, you know, he's going to start sweating enough, you'll see him point the finger, and be like, because he already kind of tried to a little bit. He's like, well, it wasn't my idea to go to Drama Alert. You know, like everyone's passing the buck, and right now they're calling him a manipulator. They're throwing him out to fucking dry. Now they're explaining what their intentions are in full fucking detail when they probably even should have did this to be in the beginning. If they were even going to go this route, should have been this way, if anything, instead of running on. You know what? Let's just keep going because I could go on forever.
Hold on, I want to see something here real quick. I want to go back here because, like I said, that seems like a contradiction. I'm pretty sure
It most
that
definitely is.
that I archived. But let me make sure here. Let me see. Let me go back here because I'm pretty sure that this person, you know, made a blatant contradiction. But let me
Dude, while you're looking for that, like I really want to address what somebody just said. Like, what is it? Holy scrotum. Yeah, that's a great name. Yeah. Hey Louis, are you still active on anything? You know, like generally, active in this chat. Louis needs to come back and do shit, bro. Louis is fucking hilarious. I had the chance to talk to the guy, like, and I want to throw something out. Like, a lot of people are judging his character based on like text and out of context shit. Like, you need to speak to him to actually get to know his fucking character. You know, like I will say, like I understand his character a whole lot more, and I get the context of where he comes from. Like, he's just like he's a straight to like he's a razor sharp dude. He's got a razor weight. He's fucking hilarious. Louis needs to come back and do fucking something. You need to do something, dude.
All right,
Find it yet? You need me to sing for the chat?
Sing for the chat for a moment. I think because I'm pretty sure.
You got what I need. Look, you lost fucking viewers. You're losing viewers. Hurry up. Hurry the fuck up.
Stop it, Aura.
Stop
I got a lot of archives, man. I got a lot of archives, bro.
Fucking name them correctly.
No.
Oh no.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
He's a razor. Sen got modded. Holy shit.
Yeah, I hooked Sen up. Sen, you got your way. Don't abuse the power, bro.
Oh,
Let's just finish reading what she had to say here. Let's see. So she said she did not know it was being recorded. Regardless, everything that was said came out of Louis's mouth. So I love that, right? It's just like, well, regardless, you know, look, pay attention to what Louis said. He said what he said. Yep. No one forced words into his mouth. That is all I have to say in regards to the voice recording. I love how it's just like, he said what he said. You know, focus on that. Focus on what he said,
yep.
Right?
Yep.
Of the out of context, what he said. Focus on that.
Yep. It's fucking stupid.
It's so funny,
Louis
man.
saying check Sarah's replies to me. That's where she contradicts herself.
Yeah, because I think she basically had said like, you outed me.
Yes, she did. I do remember. She said
that. you outed. I'm not gonna out because when you when you asked like, hey, so and so Jane Doe number 1, like, who recorded that call? It's like, well, I'm not gonna out them like how you outed me.
Yeah, fucking stupid.
But they didn't know they were being recorded. They had no idea.
Yeah.
They had no idea they were being recorded. But I'm not gonna out them like you outed me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I didn't know I was being recorded. I know everyone who was there. I had no. I don't know, dude. Just whatever. There's always something fucking changing from all fucking sides, all parties. Everything's changing. You know, like.
Here's the thing that trips me out about everything, right? That's happening right now. Everybody is like clawing. They're trying to fucking claw their way out of this hole, and they're stepping on whoever the fuck they can to get just a little bit closer to the fucking the top of the hole, right? So that they could fucking escape, so they could just book across the fucking field. That's what they're doing right now, it seems. Or I think that's what it's eventually going to come to, because right now we have the situation where the accusers are saying, "Oh, it was all Ohm. It was Ohm all along." You know?
Yeah. Well, like to your point, man, because like we have to talk about this part. Ohm is trying to stay as cool as possible, and he's not going to be able to do that for long. Like, how long do you really think until like there's a breaking point and he points the finger somewhere else? I give it 2 days.
Maybe,
I give it 2 days.
Maybe because the thing is, right now he's on this whole fucking he's on this whole kick of, you know, damage control and stuff like that. Oh, and by the way, just for those of you that we share common subscribers with, Crow has been in contact. All I'll say is Crow has been in contact with Ohm.
He reached out.
That's all I can say.
I believe. Yeah.
Ohm reached out and he's trying to clarify some stuff, but you know, it's not something that we can really talk about here because that's stuff that Crow is handling. But there'll probably be a little bit more that is going to be known within a couple days here. I don't know when Crow plans on addressing it, if he's going to make a video or what. But just keep pay
keep
attention.
An eye on
if you guys
Crows of
aren't
Judgment.
Keep an eye on Crows of Judgment if you're not subscribed to that channel, because there's some stuff that's going to be covered there.
Quite relevant. We might have some quite relevant information. Keep an eye out on John's stuff because also, you know, like he covers stuff, the sideline stuff as well. You know, got a lot of this info we're talking about. You know what I mean? We're able to speak and get some more context on certain things. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And it couldn't do it without John. So we're all a team here and shit.
Hey, yeah, we all help each other out. So let me get to Louis' tweet though. We're basically.
You got a super chat. You got a super chat, dog.
Oh, did I?
Did.
Thank you, Javier Ortega. Glad to hear Lui Calibre's side of the story. Yeah, everybody. Yeah.
I am too, you know, thank God, dude. I'm sorry. I'm going to fucking slightly rant. I'm like, thank God we got his side of the story because at the same fucking time, like everything was out of context. We weren't buying it, and like his side and his context, like make things make more sense and make me believe in like what we think was accurate the whole fucking time. You know what I mean? I like, there's no reason for me to fucking doubt it, really. I feel stronger than ever, to be honest, in like our opinions and shit. So,
yeah. 100%, and there's always two sides to a story. That's the thing people need to realize. So,
dude, and like let's put it at a little perspective. Like the other side had multiple chances to get this shit done consistently, and they fucking didn't. All of them are changing their shit. Ohm is all over the place. Ohm has gotten thrown under the bus now. Like it's too flip floppy. So it's obvious to me.
Yeah,
like you
know. And just to clarify something for any of you that saw Crow's video the other day. These, like he said, these girls aren't absolved, and really look, they're trying to make Ohm the scapegoat, but they're equally as guilty in this. No matter how much they try to make it seem, they're trying to spin the narrative now that he was the master manipulator, that he was the fucking that he was the one pulling the strings in the back the entire time, that he even had them fooled and stuff like that. Here's the thing about that, you know, he obviously shared a role in it. But like I said, they're equally at fault in this situation.
They're all culpable. They're all culpable.
They are. And the thing is, regardless of whether or not they wanted him to take it to freaking Keemstar or not, because you know his claim is that that's what they wanted. They're trying to say that that's not what they wanted, and that they would have preferred it gone to Ethan Klein, which that wouldn't have been much better.
Ethan Klein.
That doesn't matter.
Oh my God.
None of that matters. None of that matters.
It's the same thing. It would have been the same turnout. It doesn't matter who touched the story. You all did it the wrong fucking way. You're not supposed to look for which YouTuber gets to tell the story. You need to go see what authorities you can contact to get this shit done. You know, that's your problem. You know, like you're looking at it in a clout chaser's perspective, and you got clout chaser's result. It blew up in your fucking face. You know, face it.
Yep.
Sorry, John. I don't mean to take over your shit.
No, you're good. No. Bro, I love it, bro. Just keep saying.
Like, you tell me to shut the fuck up whenever you want, dog.
So you see here, you know, before you unfollow the rest of the liars, can you send me the illegal recording you took of me, please? Thank you, Jane Doe number 1. You know, at first she denies it. I did not record you, nor I was where our conversation was being recorded. But there's a point in time where she does actually, and I know it's here. Why am I not? Where she basically says, "I'm not going to out that person the way you outed me." I'm trying to find that tweet. Did that tweet really disappear? Did they delete it?
That'd be some shit. But then again, didn't Ohm delete shit too? Isn't he starting to delete shit?
Yeah. Yeah,
That's what I thought.
yeah, he did. He deleted some stuff.
Yeah, Boblax might have it.
Bo Blacks probably does have it because
Sen, if you're still in the chat, hit up Boblax. We need some tweets.
Yeah, we need his tweet gathering skills so that we can find this, because I know that they had tweeted out. They had tweeted out that I'm not going to out that person the way you outed me. So yeah. I'm pretty sure about that.
No, yeah, it definitely existed because I remember we were like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
she outed herself. I'm just kidding. I want attention vibes from the, because that's exactly what it is, Naru. That's exactly, you're exactly correct. Go. Found it.
Here we go. Thank you. Yeah, thank you to Louis. He messaged it over.
Good shit.
Let's take a look at it real quick.
Here. Hold on, Bo Black. Send.
Yeah. Hold the line. Let's see.
Hold the line. Hold the line, young scallion. What the hell was that?
So here we go. Here we have a clear contradiction that they have not deleted. Surprisingly, this is still active.
She probably didn't know, you know.
Yep.
Probably didn't even realize.
Still has it up. Has a clear contradiction on their timeline. You all can go see this for yourselves if you go to Twitter right now.
Like, again, out of all the instances, bro, this is the sloppiest like exposing of like this big sex scandal like that has ever occurred. You know, like I use this example extensively. The Call Me Carson stuff. You remember that, John, right?
Yep.
He immediately like lost subs and everyone really railroaded against him. That's not the same case this time.
Yeah. No, it's different this time around. But I just think this is funny. I did not know the call was being recorded. I'm not going out the person that like you outed me. It's just like in the very next sentence, it's just like,
Yep. It's fucking stupid.
But thank you for recognizing that Jane Doe 1 is a real person. I'm done with this. Oh my God. Like this couldn't be any worse for them. It's so bad.
You know, you think if they were going to do this crazy master plan, conspiracy shit, that they would have been more organized and more prepared for shit like this. You know what I mean? It's clear that they really rushed this because they thought they were going to get like an easy W or something. I have no fucking idea. But that's what I fucking said.
Well, it's Occam's razor, right? Like Crow said in his last video. You know, I think it's them just trying to get attention, them trying to get whatever kind of, you know, I hate to say it, it's a cliche thing to say, but whatever clout that they could get out of it. And I really believe that they didn't think that, I don't think they thought Louis was going to respond back. And the reason why is because look at last year. When Cyan put out her little twitlonger last year, there was no response to that. There was only like videos being made. Louis didn't respond to it. It was out there. And I guess.
Did you see Louis in the chat? You should read that.
Yeah, I know Louis in the chat. Oh, hold on, let me see.
Yeah, you should read what he just fucking.
Hold on, let me see. I didn't out her. I looked at her doc and saw her names in the chat. Yeah, and what Louis is referring to, and I'm going to go back to that in just a moment here, real quick. Mm-hmm. Let's see. I'll show you exactly what. I think it's here. Let me see.
You can do it, John. I believe in you.
I'm trying, but everything is so like buried now because so many people they're saying so many things.
Bro, and if you don't do this, I'm gonna totally like conspire against you, and then probably I don't know, say that you were abusive to me as a fucking coworker, and I don't know. I'll figure something out to ruin you forever.
Yeah, I can't find it in the freaking doc right now. Hold on, I got so many freaking things open. This is what I said. This is just you can see how much of an impromptu stream this is. I was just like, fuck it. I just whatever. Let's put out whatever.
Yeah, you told me you just wanted to like tell your thoughts on that statement that just popped up
on stupid shit. Yeah, because it's just like it's one that's easily she contradicts herself, and she still has the tweet up. Like if you're gonna contradict yourself on social media, at least fucking be organized enough to delete the tweet. Don't leave the tweet up. Fucking destroys your freaking argument.
Yeah, didn't the other one respond right underneath it with like her fucking statement? So I'm like, dude, I'm like, you guys really like plan this shit out like all the time. You're all just making statements and shit and releasing it simultaneously. Like, bro, when I say shit like conspire, orchestrated, shit like that, like every fucking move you guys seem to make, it's like you always constantly meet up and try to fucking talk about it. Nothing seems genuine when it's like that. You know what I mean? It doesn't seem like
Yeah,
you really mean anything you fucking say. It seems like you guys get together and be like, all right, what do we do now? What's the plan? You just make up new plans and shit. So like, how the
yeah,
fuck am I supposed to believe you? None of you are acting out of a genuine fucking recourse. Like, so
yeah.
did you
The
find it? Is
procession.
that it?
This is what Louis is referencing. The person I shared this with was someone who was play fighting you over me. You were in on that, or did you forget your reply to her? You said it was Cyan, but it wasn't. Release the audio so that my friends can be cleared of those lies. They did nothing wrong. This is, I think, what he's talking in reference to this particular message here. What about the other girls you you tortured me with? Don't try to make it seem like it was once. It was your habit. Again, I did not record that. So how would I have that recording? What I do have is proof of how you would speak to me. Is this also false?
Louis said, read the whole thread. That's not the one that it was.
Oh, it's not this. It's not this one particularly. Hold on. Let me see. Let's look at it. Which one in the thread? I asked you to focus on the recorded call.
Start from the beginning, he says.
Oh, from the beginning. Oh, from the beginning of the thread. Okay. I already said, oh, yeah. So here we go. I already said those allegations aren't yours. You're the ones responsible for sharing false allegations and narratives. You keep talking about others and not yourselves. I'm here. If you guys had problems with me, you could have came to me. There were proper ways this could have been handled. I know you lied about me. I just hope you didn't lie about your stepfather. I even tried to. Is this responding to? Oh, this for responding to saying okay. We tried helping you the situation for your sister's sake. I say this because he wasn't in your Google Doc. All right, let's see.
Louis says that's her admitting that she knew I was lying in the call.
There you go. So, right here, you mean false allegations that you mentally abused me, belittled me every single day, sent me nudes of others, and told me I wasn't worth anything when you would be mad at me. Why would you lie about this? And I guess that's where that comes in. So, what about the other girls? Yeah. So, and then this person sharing freaking Cyan. This I think was old though. I think these are ones that she had. She's just resharing ones that I think she had shared before. Yeah, these are ones that she had shared before. So that's old ground. But basically, I mean, look, where things stand right now is that everybody is trying to roll on everybody to save themselves in the situation, and it's bad. It's imploding fast, quick. And what I'm saying is, with these girls, I'm not saying that nobody should message them or harass them or anything like that, but they're not in the clear either. They're not, you know what I mean? They're trying to make it seem like now, once again, they're victims again, but this time around, it's victims of their co-conspirator, and they're putting everything on him. Oh, and by the way, who else was it? I think Prison Mate Luke, right? Is the other guy that's in on this conspiracy.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
They basically went to Prison Mate Luke to freaking put out a video on this stuff. Crazy shit. Yeah.
But why? See, this is why Sen needs to be here, because he covers the Prison Mate Luke extensively. Why would you go to one of the biggest fucking imbeciles on the platform who constantly not only fucks shit up, but he uses some bullshit like tactics to do it, and bullshit perspectives to fucking do it. You know, he'll look at something on surface value and be like, oh, well, he's clearly a bad person, without giving it any kind of fucking critical thought, because he's a prisoner and he dropped the soap. So I guess they fucked his brains out, dog. I don't know. But he's just some dumbass piece of shit that constantly fucks up. Why would you go to that fucking guy? It makes no sense. His credibility got fucking destroyed with his pyro takes. Like, he consistently fucked up for the longest time. Look at Sen. Is he in chat? It was a hit piece. It was to push the propaganda. Yes, it's true. That's what happens when he's tired of being the one who dropped the soap, dog. He wanted to fucking make someone else drop it for once, but guess what? He fucking dropped it again. Yo, prison make Lou get fucked like you always do, dog. God damn. I'm sorry. Go ahead, John.
You said it with such passion. See, I don't know. I've seen some of Prison Mate Luke's video. I don't think it's. I think it's obviously set up to push the narrative that
he was exposed
take
to
everything.
our community,
Well,
slandering
to
people.
take it to me, it's basically to take everything at face value. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Here's this. Here's this. Here's this. Nothing that's shown is really in full context. Just take it at face value. It's showing the worst aspects of all of this and saying, okay, here are the victims, here's the guilty party. End of discussion. You know what I mean? No nuance. It's just like it is what it sounds like, it is what it looks like, and there's no need to question it.
Yeah,
you know,
I mean,
insofar as what I got from what I saw, because I couldn't watch the entire video. I was just kind of like, okay, this already is stuff that is out of context, completely out of context.
It's out of context, and when you question shit, Ohm drops the ball, and particularly, you know what I mean? The girls don't really make a good defense for themselves. Like I said, there's illegal shit going on that everyone's trying to either fluff around or not acknowledge. You know what I mean? So now Ohm, in the beginning, he was very gung-ho about all this shit. Then he started switching up like victims. He used words that are like very like, you know, you need to back off. He's using these fucking stupid trigger words and shit, you know, like the victims and feelings and bitch and stuff like that. You know what I mean? He didn't say bitch, I said bitch, but you get what I'm saying.
No,
like,
I get what you're saying.
He's trying to fucking get everyone to back off in a subtle way. He's like, it's about the victims until the victims fucking knifed him. You know what I mean? Now,
but
he
even
has nothing
still,
to fall back on.
but even still, he's still trying to, because he's still trying to be good guy Ohm. He's still trying to be good guy Ohm, and he's still trying to sacrifice himself on the altar of virtue. You know what I mean?
But John, what choice does he have?
I mean,
he has to go down. Like he has to go down that way.
Well, he knows, yeah, because if he starts going back at them, then he's going to look like a monster, right?
Now he's victimizing them. You know what I mean? You cannot.
Yeah.
He spent all this time building them up as these crazy fucking victims, and there's so much injustice. God fucking help that man if he fucking switches up and starts going at them now. After saying how Louis is so horrible for mistreating of these women, he can't mistreat them.
See, but the thing is, he's the kind of guy who will basically sacrifice himself on the altar of virtue. Like he's willing to martyr himself. Yeah, Louis, I'll send you the invite, Louis. Give me a second.
Yeah, dog, hop on.
I got you, bro. Let's get into this shit. All right, so Louis is going to be joining us here in just a sec. We're just shooting the shit with this. I mean, like I said, I didn't have really anything all that prepared. I'm just really shooting the shit. Because the thing is, Ohm, surprisingly, I guess because he's been in Crow's DMs all day, he's been surprisingly quiet on fucking Twitter. He hasn't really been tweeting much.
I guess Crow's taking up all his time.
Yeah, I guess Crow's taking up all his time. So for those of you that were expecting more from Ohm today, I guess you could blame Crow.
I mean, it's fine. I'm gonna kind of give my take on that whole fucking statement issued, because Louis is probably gonna have a lot to say. So he'll probably want to go over a lot of things, and we might not stay on that. But I'm just gonna say, and like taking a serious note right now, like I get it. Oh, go ahead.
Just real quick, let me address this. What Dracomon said. Yeah, I mean, Louis, do you want to have the camera on, Louis? You could turn off the camera if you don't want to have the camera on. So I think you have the camera on right now.
Yeah.
There's a way to. Okay. There you go. You have the camera on, Louis. Yeah, Louis, we can see your feet. There you go. Okay, yeah, good. You take that off. That's too inappropriate for the stream.
Can you guys hear me?
I was gonna say.
Yeah, we can hear you, bro. Can you hear us?
Oh, he left.
I guess he disconnected. Okay. I guess he'll be back.
Yeah.
Okay. But, I wonder if Crow's debunking his whole world right now. Probably. Louis back. Hey, yeah, we can hear you now, bro.
All right. No, I didn't mind. I was just saying, like, I'm just chilling right here. If you guys want to take a picture of my slippers and stuff.
There you go. That's their Louis, stop it. Louis, you're
I need
Louis,
to give him more ammunition.
I feel like a victim. Louis.
I need to, yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
No,
But
but
this
check it out,
come
check it
back
out,
to
check it
bite
out.
you.
No,
What
because
you
like
got?
before you join, like, is my mic blown out this time or no?
No, your mic sounds fine now.
All right,
It's
cool.
not
So
crazy.
check it out. What I was sending you was like they can't keep track. Like I'm talking directly for one thing, and they keep jumping subjects. So I
Yeah.
don't think the whole thread sent completely. But when you're asking for when she took back the, I don't know, like I didn't know you're recording, and I'm also not gonna out the person that did. You know,
Yeah.
like I was just sending you the whole thread because like hold up, can you hear me still or no?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you're
hear you
good.
fine, man.
All right.
You're good.
Yeah, because let me try to pull it up real fast. So, like a bedtime story. All right, so look, it starts off like this. You guys ready?
Go
Ready.
ahead, man.
All right, so look at it, because I was like responding to Cyan, so I said, I already said your allegations are yours. You and Sarah are the ones responsible for sharing false allegations and narratives. You keep talking about others, and not yourselves. I'm here. If you guys had a problem with me, you could have came to me. Sarah says, false allegations and narratives. You mentally abused me, belittled me every single day, sent me nudes of other girls, and told me I wasn't worth anything when you would be mad at me. Why would you lie about this? So I said, the person I was shared with you was someone who was play fighting you over me. You were in on that. Or did you forget your reply to her? You said it was Cyan, but it wasn't. So I talk about like releasing the audio so it can clear my friends of those lies. Like they did nothing. Then I showed her a screenshot where she admits to, like, I covered the rest of the conversation. It's not like it's.
Ah, shit, we lost him.
Oh, I think we lost him.
He's being
Louis, we
censored.
lost you.
He's being censored,
Louis,
dog.
oh no, they hacked into your internet, Louis.
His prison mate Luke, he didn't like the comment about dropping the soap, dog.
Oh, no.
Well, it's all right.
Well, we lost Louis, but we'll try to get him back in here.
Yeah.
We'll try to get him back in here.
Yeah.
Just be patient with us. I think his connection dropped.
Yeah, I was gonna say, especially I don't think he's using a Chrome. Like try using Chrome, I think it drops less unless it's like your whole network or signal.
Just gonna have to let him know when he gets back in here. Louis, come back.
Naomi
come
gave
back,
us an F in the chat. Yeah, F in the chat for Louis.
F in the chat. F in the chat. Louis is getting a bad connection. You gotta get him back. Come on, Louis.
So
Come back.
hard that his internet gave. Kuragane dead ass. That seems to be exactly what happened.
Yeah,
But
probably.
nah, dog. I'm just saying, like.
See, the thing is, oh, here he's back. He's back.
Okay, he's back. Good.
Louis.
My bad. I'm on mobile right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
That's why Louis, no mobile getting try.
Oh, we're getting so many F's.
Try to get on freaking there he is. Are you there? Get on Chrome, bro. Get on Chrome. Bro.
I'm with like a lot of friends. Like I'm not home right now. It's a Friday night, and I'm just like casually chilling at their pad. So, and I don't say pad, I usually say house, but I wanted to be internet cool. But yeah, dude. So I'm just kind of like, fuck. I'm trying to talk to you on mobile, and like I'm pulling this shit up mobile, so I didn't know I was fucking talking to myself for so long. Let me see if I can borrow one of the computers real quick. Wait, and this is
fine. Yeah, you just hit up the link and you're good.
Fuck.
You can get it as long as they got Chrome. That'll actually be better if they got Chrome.
Yeah.
Let me see. I can just send this link to myself, right? And then open it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, give me a second. Let me see.
Yeah, go ahead.
Give me a second, guys. I'll be back.
Go ahead.
Right.
Go ahead, buddy.
Yeah.
Copy link. All right, hold on.
So John, what are your thoughts on that whole statement in general? Like that whole fucking statement that Sarah put out?
Look, I think the whole statement is to save face. I think they're in damage control mode. They know that they knew that where everything was going, the way everything blew up was not the way that they expected it to.
Yeah.
They know it's a sinking ship, and they decided to preemptive. They saw that it was that the ship was sinking, and they were smart enough to say, you know what? We're gonna get the fuck off first. We're gonna take all the fucking life jackets, and we're gonna let this dude sink with the ship.
You think this is pretty much the way they're doing their big ending? This is like they're calling it quits right here, or do you think there's more to come?
I think that they're trying to save what little face they can, I think that's why they're putting. Why I think that Sarah won't be the only one that puts out a statement like this. I think that we'll see similar statements.
There was a statement under Sarah's. Who was that? I thought it was Cyan.
Oh, here, Louis back. Give me a sec.
All right.
Hey, what's up, Louis?
Can you hear me?
Yep. Loud and clear, bro.
All right. If I lower this, if I minimize this screen, I might get kicked. Let me check it real fast.
All right, let's see.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
we can hear you.
All right. Cool. Fuck. All right. So, Cyan, like I was responding. This is 3 days ago. So I'm gonna read you the thread from 3 days ago.
All right.
That's what I was trying to get you. It was on my end. It was like all consecutive, but I think as you were going through, it's like what the fuck's going on? So it looked like kind of chopped up.
Yeah, it was chopped up.
So look at. So I told Cyan, I already said their allegations aren't yours. You and Sarah are the only ones responsible for sharing. Are the ones responsible for sharing false allegations, narratives. You keep talking about others and not yourselves. I'm here. If you guys had problems with me, you could have came to me. This was 3 days ago still. So no one said anything to me, you know? Like if they're like, I'm sorry, or like, can we talk about this? Can we go to the UN table and talk? You know? Nothing.
Yep.
So Sarah comes back, false allegations, narratives. You mentally abused me, belittled me every single day, sent me nudes of others, and told me I wasn't worth anything when you would be mad at me. Why would you lie about this? So then I said, the person I shared with you was someone who was play fighting you over me. You were in on that, or did you?
Oh shit!
Oh, we lost you, Louis. Louis, no!
What could have happened now?
Louis. Yeah, Louis.
This just isn't right,
Yeah.
dog. This just isn't right.
Louis, come back. He'll be back. We just got to give him a sec.
Yeah.
The internet's fighting with him.
The fucking the F's are
Yeah, that's in the chat.
shit.
God bless him.
We just
by the
can't
way-
win tonight, dog.
Yeah,
Go
appreciate y'all joining, by the way, on this impromptu stream. Here's
Yeah.
Louis back. Were you guys disconnected again?
Yeah, no, I think you. Give me 1 second. I'm fucking blowing out, right?
No. So it's fine. I don't think. Does he sound blown?
No,
Alright,
he's still pretty like clear.
Okay, I lowered it a little bit just in case, but I think I can only be away from the actual screen for like I don't know 2
Yeah.
minutes or something.
Yeah,
All right,
you
so
only be
I'll
away
jump
for a little
back
bit.
and forth quick. Okay, so what part did I last like leave off in my narrative or my reading?
Yeah, I just don't know which tweet you were on, but like I was like you were breaking down the thread.
You were on
Okay.
the. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll start off with the whole Sarah part again, real quick.
Yep.
So Sarah says, false allegations and narratives. You mentally abused me, belittled me every single day, sent me nudes of others, and told me I wasn't worth anything when you would be mad at me. Why would you lie about this? Then I said, the person I shared with you was someone who was play fighting you over me. You were in on that. Or did you forget your reply to her? You said it was Cyan, but it wasn't. And that's the thing. She kept trying to say, that was Cyan, or why did you show me this girl? And I'm like, dude, no, it wasn't. She was trying to coerce me to like say it was this girl. And it's like, no, it wasn't, dude. I know who that was. And even to right now, she's kind of like, yo, let me at her. Like, I'll set it straight. And I'm like, no, you don't got to say anything. So like that, because they were kind of sending screenshots and voice messages to each other about me. And she did send her titties to me. She was just like, here, tell Sarah that Louis is mine. You know, I was like, oh, big. So I was like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah. So I sent it to her. And then she's like, oh my gosh. And, you know, I think she felt confident going like, I think I'm so much better looking. Let me send you something back. Send this to her and a voice message, you know? Again, because I was in the middle of it and I was like screenshotting the shit and stuff like that. Like, I have that. So it's like, how are you going to try to tell me it was Cyan? For one, like stupid.
Jesus Christ, why would they even fucking bring that to the table, dog? They should. I guess, yeah, they weren't counting on you to fucking like.
Yeah,
that shit ready, dog. Damn.
No, so okay, so here's the other thing now. The screenshot that I shared, wasn't to me. It was sent to me, someone she was talking to, telling her this stuff regarding that phone call. Okay. So like you know they're saying like, oh, Louis words. Why would he say that? Why would he lie and stuff like that? And you know that I've shared some stuff with you like behind the scenes and stuff. So you're kind of like, I'm sure you know more of the narrative, which you don't have to say anything about it right now. But look it, this is from Sarah regarding that. This is to not me, my friend. So it said, this is what Sarah says. I thought I was talking to a friend. So like, and I sent her some of it, but it's like irrelevant because these girls can't focus on what we're talking about. So I just put the stuff in that mattered, like to this pertaining to this conversation, which is the conversation, you know, the illegally recorded phone call, right? So I said, hold on, let me just make sure I click on the chat before I get kicked. All right, now I'm going back. So Sarah said, I worded that weird. I thought I was talking to a friend, so I was talking super comfortable and kind of careless. I did contact Louis, and we did talk on the phone. And I told him how I wanted to see how he was doing, which is weird for a victim to want to know how like your fucking abuser's doing and stuff, to check up on someone that's like fucking, I don't know, karate chopping the shit out of their mentality. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
it'd be a coping mechanism, Louis.
Okay, yeah, and so that's the thing, though. It's like that's how much he fucking was really like under this Stockholm syndrome. Like, fuck, man, I care for this guy so much that like I don't even care what the fuck he did to me, so I need to talk to him.
Yeah.
So she says, we did talk on the phone, and I did want to see how he was doing, and that I was doing good. But it's been in my mind how bad he treated me, and I was super upset. But he kept lying and lying and lying and lying. So I'm like, huh? Like if I was lying and lying and lying and lying about when we were talking on the phone, then why are you passing off? Listen to what Louis said on the phone call.
Yep.
So anyways, she goes, what about the other girls you tortured with me? Okay, you're dodging what I just showed you. This is Sarah. What about the other girls you tortured with me? Don't try to make it seem like it was once. This was your habit. Again, I did not record that. So how would I have that recording? What I do have is proof of how you would speak to me. Is this also false? Again, those girls' allegations are between them and I, not you. I won't deny that those messages are from me to you. Post all of them for complete context, please. Not just what you selected.
Damn it. It's like fucking...
No!
Fuck. It's like it was getting so good.
Yeah, it was. Damn it, Louis. You keep... I think Louis is doing this on purpose to build
suspense.
To build suspense. I think he'll be back, y'all. Just hang tight. He's he's hitting like lag spikes and stuff. So, but he'll be back.
Like, I was gonna say if he's here, I would like to ask him a question about like what he thought of that fucking statement, Sarah's statement and shit.
Yeah, he'll be back. Just give him a second.
Because like I said, I have theories and shit.
Yeah, he has some technical difficulties, but he's definitely building up the suspense. Like every time.
Yeah, try to keep in mind where he kept off. He's like he left off at post all of it.
This shit is fucking annoying.
you left off at post all of it, Louis. Yeah. That's where you left off.
Okay. All right, thanks.
Yeah, we got you, bro.
Yeah, so which is like I'm telling her to post the rest of those screenshots, right? Because if you see in that doc, it says Louis took a screenshot of the chat. Again, why the fuck am I taking a screenshot of the chat if I'm berating this chick? If I'm like, yeah, fuck you, bitch, fuck you, asshole. Like, why am I taking a screenshot of that? So I can print it later and just fucking put it on my refrigerator? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, well, like you see right there that Louis took a screenshot. There had to be a reason. Like, what the fuck am I gonna look at this, print it out, and jack off on him? Like, yes, I get off to this stuff. I talk to girls like this. You know, it's like it's stupid. It's so fucking dumb. Yeah. So like, okay. So I told her to post all the screenshots because I told her I won't deny that that's me in those messages. Like, yes, I can go along with the narrative that anyone can change your name on Snapchat, or no, that's not me. They fucking did it. And so, like, no, I'm saying it's me, but post it all, not just your selective like messages. You know, all of it. Like, why was I screenshotting stuff in the chat? There's some stuff in there, so it's like post it all, dude. Like, go for it. Like the chat that we had on the Snapchat where I'm going off. Show why. And it's not because like she said you're a stupid head or something. So I'm like, oh yeah, fuck you, bitch. Like I won't say anything. I'll let them say it. You know, I'll let them show it.
Yeah. That's a smart move.
So then I said, can you focus on this? My friends did nothing wrong to you. You knowingly recorded or were being secretly recorded for some reason, having a conversation with me. I told you lies because I didn't trust your intentions for contacting me. You knew I was lying to you, yet you allowed that information to be used to hurt my friends by someone else with an agenda. Clear their names, do the right thing. That's what I say, right?
Yep.
And so then, all right, let's see what they focus on. I knew you were lying to me. I knew for the past 5 years I trusted you. I feel bad for you. Nothing else was touched on. And I asked if you could just focus on this for a second. Let's not talk about us right now, even though I'm dabbing into it a little bit, right? Mm-hmm. So anyways, I respond with, I asked for you to focus on this. The recorded phone call that we had, and I gave you false information that you confirmed through voice messages and the screenshot I shared that I was lying to you. Please help my friends out. Like, I don't get how she's missing that. I'm like, yo, you acknowledge that shit was fake, lying and lying and lying and lying. So it's like, quit trying to bring it up, like, or quit trying to change the subject about like, oh, you like I'm saying I lied to you. Oh, for like since I was born, everything's been fake. It's like, no, dude, what conversation are we talking about? What have I been saying that is a lie out of context? What is it? Can we focus? Like, is this hard? That's why, like, in that screenshot, I just censored everything else out and just put what was in the conversation of the line and line and line. Just wanted to show. And she follows it up with like, and Louis asked for my titties.
Oh my god!
And I probably did. Like, honestly, I probably did. I was like, dude, like for real, like, because I was probably just like, look, I don't know what you want from me, dude, but like, can you send me some nudes? Like, because I'm fucking pushing the boundaries and shit, like just being stupid about it. Yeah. But I'm saying I probably did. I don't really remember, but it doesn't seem like I wouldn't. Like, knowing me, I probably said something just to be fucking funny about shit.
Yeah.
Like, I was gonna make my name instead of L. I was gonna fucking name myself like Abuser or some shit. But it's like, yeah, I know people are gonna think that's gonna be like too much. But it's like, yeah, like it's super asinine. Where I feel that like these little black background, white text, like blocks of text, like let's all do the same format and let's all like fucking disconnect ourselves from Ohm at the moment.
Yep.
It's just like, hey guys, like we just want to let you know. It's like, no, they just don't want to feel backlash from our fan base for this shit. Like, they see that Ohm is getting destroyed and stuff. And Ohm in his own DM messages was saying he wanted to link them up together. So I don't think he was like, hey, I got someone here. They all sat there at the table deciding what was going to happen and what they were going to do. Because they didn't like the outcome, now they're trying to back out, especially because they're friends of my friends' girlfriends or wives. So they're kind of like, they probably, like, I'm not saying this is the bad thing, but they probably were convinced, like, hey, they didn't really do anything wrong. And at the same time, you can save yourselves from this. Like, you don't want to be a part of, like, the people that were trying to fuck with, like, my friends, like, my friend or my boyfriend's friends and my boyfriend themselves. Fucking just keep it on Louis and get off like them. And just get off Ohm right now, too. Like, fucking, let's all, like, maybe you can get a clean break. Because, like I said, someone's gonna fucking crack. Someone's gonna say, here are the real messages. Here's the voice recordings. Here's what actually happened behind the scenes. And here's how we conspired.
Yeah, well, it's
we were talking about that a little bit earlier, too. We were saying that probably somebody in that group is probably going to split from that group and try to save themselves.
The pressure's building.
They're gonna
up.
implode. They're gonna implode.
The pot
too.
is boiling over, dude. Like Ohm himself has been well, then again, like, he's been preoccupied, but still, like, he's an interesting person, and I think I would bet he's the first one to crack because he's the one on the chopping block right now. He's on thin fucking ice, so one little mistake, they're either gonna go at him, he's gonna get got.
See, the thing is, I think he's still gonna. I think what he's gonna do, honestly, he's still gonna be able to save himself by trying to say, well, at the end of the day, like, he'll be able to stand and say that, well, at least I didn't throw them under the bus like they threw me under the bus. And I'm not saying that he'll say that. I know it sounds pathetic, but hear me out for a second.
Okay.
He's gonna be able to say that, oh, all I cared about was protecting them in the end, and that's what I tried to do to the very end. I don't know why they turned on me, right? That's because that's basically where he's at right now, and that's what he's put out online. That's what he's been saying. Like, when he was talking with Louis, when he was talking to you, Louis, remember that he was saying that I don't know what happened, what's going on, why they're turning on me, because Louis pointed out, oh, it's funny, it's interesting that they're like turning on you now. And he's like, oh, I don't know why that is. I think they're being manipulated by somebody.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was
going to say.
And
the weirdest thing too is before this happened, right? Before this happened, he said, guys, I'm sorry or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Then he said, Chrissy, please be the voice of reason. She said, I'm at work. And then when she came back, he was like, he sent them to her. And now he's like, wow, she manipulated them against me. Like, wait, she's one damn manipulator. Like, didn't you send her to him? Didn't you or her? Didn't you trust her enough that to be the voice of reason for them and stuff? And now you're like, oh man, I couldn't even trust my own judgment on that, and kind of fucked me.
He's the one that tagged her in. He went to the corner as like, and he tagged her to get into the ring, but instead of helping out, she gave him the chair shot to the back.
It's the same shit that John Swan did with Dream, where he's like, oh, he alerted everyone about what Dream said, and then it caught like attention here, and he put attention on himself, and it like fucked him over. It's the same shit Ohm just did, He like pulled the John Swan that way. Like he asked for this fucking attention, and when he got it, it bit him in the fucking ass, and he didn't even see it coming.
Whoa! This is not what I wanted. Whoa! Hey,
Yeah.
hold on.
I don't really disagree with you entirely. I like that could happen. I just don't think he's gonna do it that way. I think he's really gonna just point the finger at somebody, because he constantly says that now the victims are being manipulated.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. He's always gonna have an excuse, is what I'm saying.
Yes,
for sure.
Yeah.
He's always gonna have somewhere or someone to point at that's not him, right? And what I'm saying is, though, he's gonna maintain this whole, well, at the end of the day, I was still looking out for them.
That's not going to matter. Like, you got used by them. Yeah,
it absolutely does.
I'll be the one to fucking say it. I'm like, looking out, you got used by them. You're a fucking tool. You're a fucking fool, bro. I'm like, you fucking ruined your career for them. For what? Was it worth it, dog? Was it fucking worth it? What did you get out of it? Did you even get titties? Did you get fucking titties once, twice, never? Like, what the fuck was in this for you? You didn't ruin anyone's career but your own. You got nothing fucking out of it. So, like, it doesn't matter if you fucking defended them. Like, you lost everything. Like, I'll tell him how fucking pathetic he is. I don't know. I'm just in a mood. Just like on the fucking mood.
You've been in moods these days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, like I said, dude, it's just, if you look at everything, and like I told you last time on your stream and stuff, dude, if they had a problem, they already conspired or talked, right? Now, They could have all just came in and been like, hey, you know what, dude? What if we all went to Louis? What if Moo wanted to be like a fucking, or Moo, my bad. I didn't mean to say Moo, I meant Ohm. Moo has nothing to do with anything, so don't fucking do shit again this time, all right? I meant Ohm, but, fucking dyslexic, so I'm saying Moo backwards.
Three letter names. It's 3-letter names. It's
No, but Ohm, all right? If Ohm really wanted to help them out, and he could have, look, I talked to Louis a little bit before in the past. What if I bring you guys to talk and maybe you guys can work something out? If he was trying to be your ultimate white knight, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, he could have said, me and Louis never really had any problems in the past. So I didn't have any beef with Ohm. Just knew that, like, he was like a weirdo and shit at times. And I know because he's always tried to get in touch with, like, ex-girlfriends of mine or people I've talked to and stuff, like a weird ass. So it's like, I don't know, like, wait, why did Ohm message you? Like, yeah, Ohm was asking me questions about shit. It's like, oh, dude, why? Like, it's just weird. And, like, I didn't feel like I needed to go out of my way. I just thought he was just a weird dude.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I guess, like, for real, like, I thought he was, like, like, again, I said the story with you guys before. It's like, what if, like, I have a girlfriend, and we break up, and then, like, she's like, okay, well, I'm going to leave the party, guys. And he kind of sees it. He's, like, lurking with, like, an empty cup, one of those red cups. He has nothing in it, pretending to drink and shit, watching us the whole time. And then he sees that, like, she's walking out. So he's just like, yeah, dude, it's kind of hot in here. Like, says it all, like, for no reason. Like, no one was talking to him. Like, just so you guys know, I'm going outside to get cool. So he puts the fucking empty Rev cup down. And he's like, oh, hey, Louis' ex. Like, wait, why are you sad? Like, Louis, you and I just ended things. Like, oh, sweetie, here, you look like you're cold. Here, have my skin. There you go. Like, take it. Go ahead. Let me just wear it.
Oh, Ohmwrecker. Like, oh, by the way, Elm is in the chat. By the way,
is it the real Ohm? It is Ohm.
It is the real
Ohm. Right now, do not lie. Do not lie, Ohm. All right? Because I know I have proof, and I'm not you. I will show it, and you will burn. So do not play with me right now.
Do you want to come on and talk about it? Do you want to?
Please do not pretend.
Yeah. Do you want to come on, Ohm? I think you should come on. I don't want to read your shit. I'm not going to lie. I just want you to fucking speak. It's easier.
Yeah.
You're not in a good position right now. So think about it, dude, because I do not bluff, for one. I don't play games.
Yep.
I asked you in the other stream too, what did you have to do with my relationships? You couldn't give me a clear answer.
Yep.
Why you went to Kyla? Like, I don't know, like you said you talked to her on Steam. You don't just randomly find someone's name on Steam unless you're actively looking for it. So then you put, and Twitter. All right. So why did you talk to her on Twitter? Like, what made you go out of your way to get in contact with her?
Louis, are you all right if he does come on, by the way?
I don't care, dude. I really don't care.
Yeah. Yep. Like, if it's easy to, like, disprove everything Louis is saying, you should just come on and do it right now and get it over with, to be honest.
Yep. Just address him directly. And
yeah,
look, if you want, we won't say anything. We'll let you guys.
I'll mute.
Yeah, I'll mute. You know what I mean? If you just want to have a one-on-one.
I'm sure once I say the names, you'll be like, oh, yeah, And I would love to see the back step and backpedaling you're gonna do.
Connection failure.
No, I mean, he ain't said anything more in the chat, so.
Please don't.
Okay,
leave.
oh, he
He's
says
here.
1 sec.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Cool. Send him the link.
You're gonna send him the link. Hit up Origami.
What on Twitter? On Twitter?
Yeah, if you want to send him the link.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I can do that. I guess. Just like fucking. Let me get it. Oh, so we're muting, right? That's the rules. I got to mute.
I mean,
it's your guys' stream, dude. You can do whatever you want.
Here's the thing: in the spirit of fairness, right? I mean, if it gets to a point where everyone's talking over each other, I'll try to moderate it so that you could say your piece, he could say his piece. Yeah. But
I'm not I know I'm interrupting right now. I'm really not a bitch. I'm not gonna like try to overtalk and stuff. I'll interject when it's like, all right, we're going like left and we need to keep going straight because this has nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
I like this comment. I had a fucking dream about this.
Ohmwrecker, DM me.
I see stuff like this, right? Like this guy, like Little Savage saying, Louis, you want clout? Do you know who the fuck I am or who I was? I don't the fuck. I left the internet more than once.
Yeah. I tweeted at him, so he should be able to find my Twitter easily. Probably.
Yeah. I'm gonna act ego right now too, just so like people can just get more. No. I'm just saying, just so people can get more of the. Yeah, dude. You know what? He is kind of like
okay.
that.
It's okay, papi. It's okay. You do what you want to do, papi.
No tengo miedo. Ohm versus Louis 2021. I think everyone's fucking hyped up. Look, we just shot up view. Everyone's fucking hyped up, dog. Welcome everybody. Leave a like. Leave
this
sub.
wasn't planned. We're just chilling and we're just chilling with Louis. We just we wanted Louis to say what he wanted to say, and So
all I wanted to talk about was reiterate what is already available online for everyone to see at the moment.
Yep.
Shit. Hurry! Seriously, hurry up! Just like fucking, please.
Yeah, just
please.
if you're in the chat,
if he doesn't want to talk, then I'm cool with him just saying, "Yo, like, all right, I'm not gonna say shit right now or whatever, stuff like that," because I know he's gonna get fucked. He's gonna like realize, oh shit, there is someone that I did, and then he's gonna be like, oh damn, maybe I shouldn't have. So it's like, right now you have the chance to just be like, all right, you know what? Maybe I might have. And I'm pretty sure you're probably looking around, maybe going through DMs and shit, and realizing, fuck, maybe I did. And now how am I going to explain that? Oops, yeah, you're right. It wasn't just Kyla. So you can be like, oh, okay, you know what? I was wrong. I stand corrected. Continue on with the stream. I'm not going to join.
Yeah.
Or you can just get like blasted right now. I don't mind.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like you should.
And real quick again. Sorry, I do mean to rip, and I apologize for it. But look at dude.
It's okay.
I'm telling you, I'm not lying. I know you know I'm not lying. So you can save face right now because you're caught up in a lot of shit. You don't need something extra, and you can just be like, I'm not gonna join. Carry on.
I mean, somebody's saying let's get H2O in here. What is Delirious in the chat too?
Is Delirious in the chat? Dude, I want to actually get in contact with Delirious. I wanted to get some context on some stuff. So if he does pop up here, I would like to talk to him.
Delirious, if you're in the chat, I don't see it. I don't think so.
I'm not saying this is true, but I read
because I don't think he hasn't really said much about it online. Let me get the super chat real quick. I like Games for 5. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Not saying this is true, but I read about Louis getting exposed again, and I'm not saying this is true.
Kind of.
Well, Louis right here, and Louis saying that it's not true. So
yeah,
you're hearing it straight from Louis himself.
Kind of. I mean, like, what is it? People are saying that, I think, but like, I don't think it's fucking like specific. Oh, please hurry up, man.
Or I tweeted at you, So if you want, hit him up through DMs, and he'll link you to come in.
Yep.
You guys don't tweet any of my friends like to get in the chat and stuff like that. Just let them be.
Yep.
No,
not you guys. I know you guys know better.
I'm reiterating what you're saying. Yeah, you guys don't need to tag anybody else in the Vanoss crew. If they show up, they show up. Don't get them like don't draw their attention. You don't need to draw their attention to this. This is really it. Honestly speaking, this is really between Lui and Ohm, because this is really what kicked off everything. The shit that happened last year with the allegations that were made were kind of the seeds, and the document was really kind of what took it to the next level. That was the basis for all this other shit that's happening now. So this really boils down to Ohm running with something, teaming up with people because of stuff in that document. That's what kind of kicked everything off. So,
yep.
You guys, you don't really need to involve like anybody else in the crew. $2 from Chronic. He says, "Do the squeaker voice for the boys."
All right, only because you're gonna pass me that $2, right?
Yeah, I'll pass you the $2, bro. I'll what's the one app called that you send money on? I forget what it's called.
There's a lot. There's Cash App.
Cash App. The Cash App will probably take the $2 just in the fees.
You can super chat me if you want later on. I'll start up a stream too.
Yeah, start up a stream, bro.
I'll start up a stream, just showing the stream.
Send him the money, John. Send him the money via OnlyFans. Give Lui OnlyFans money.
Yeah.
For the socks. Do it for the
There
socks.
You go.
Let's get ready to rumble! If I was blown out, my bad.
A little bit, but it's okay. That's fine. I think people heard it. Josh Harville for 2. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Lui is a boss, not turning on his friends like Ohm. I mean, it's taken a while.
I'll be honest though, if my friends did some shitty shit or something like that, it was not about like turning on them too. It's about like just talking to people and like understanding why. And if you're a friend, then you're gonna tell them, yo, you're in some heat and all that stuff. I hope it's not true. If you need help, I got your back. Like I'll send you to therapy. I'll help you get therapy. Some shit like that. You know what I mean? It's not like immediately you're gonna be like, you know what? Like these fucking chats, like, listen, they're saying shit about me, and I need you to fucking back me up, bro. Because, like, I'm going to go insane right now. My therapist told me. It's like, dude, I'm just trying to fucking go. I'm a guy who plays games, dude. I'm just trying to record. I want to go to bed. Like,
yeah, you don't have to publicly shame them and publicly out them and all this crazy shit. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't really call for that. It speaks more on your character than theirs. Just saying.
No, so it's like, dude, I'm saying, like, dude, if I had a friend, I did. If I had a friend though that fucking did some shitty things, like, I gave Ohm the chance yesterday, or not yesterday, my bad, fucking a few days ago, to talk to me about this shit. Instead, he did the whole like, let me act like I'm fucking trying to talk, like, oh, I'm saving the girls still, give them their piece. Like, bitch, you didn't give them theirs when you wanted to blast it around the whole world. Mm-hmm. Like, you had a direct link to me. You could have messaged me. You could have said, hey, like I said, hey, girls, I was chill with Lui. I can't say about the same about the friends. Like, me and Lui never really had any beef. But if Lui wants to, like, talk, I'll see if I can get him to talk. And maybe you guys can come to an understanding. You can go over these allegations. He could tell you why he did it. Or he can reveal, like, you guys are shitty. And then you can apologize to him or something. You know what I mean? But at least I'll bring you guys to talk if you guys need that closure. Instead, it's like, oh, let me get further on the internet and try to put more people on this fucking thing to get Lui to say sorry. It's like, that's what your fucking goal or ambition was, you know? But he didn't. So it's just like, I don't know, dude. It's super lame that he had a platform himself and he could have used it the right way. He could have just messaged me and told me, Lui, as a friend or a person we played with, as the fucking leftover, the last person you pick on the dodgeball team or kickball team to record videos with. I know we didn't talk much because, you know, you're the fucking star student of the. I'm just kidding, but you know what I mean. You could have been like, hey, I read those allegations and stuff, man, and I reached out to those girls because I just wanted to comfort them, and they told me their story. I want to hear your side of things, and because he went real fast to Minnie's side, right? Like he fucking went. Like he always says, like as soon as I heard Minnie, I denounced Minnie. I talked to him right away, and it's just like I shamed him. He didn't do that shit to me. He didn't fucking talk to me. He didn't reach out to me. He unfollowed me on Twitter. Had me still on Discord, had me still on Steam. I saw him when he would fucking start up Dead by Daylight when I was playing my games and shit. I saw him like fucking like on Discord, but it's like it was only until like not long ago that he had removed me.
Yeah.
But it's like, I saw it. I'm like, wait, what a fucking fake ass. Like, I'm going to unfollow you and stuff like that. And I think it's so weird to be your friend. But again, he never reached out to me. He was never like, hey, yo, like I said, as a friend, okay, maybe an acquaintance, or as someone that we recorded with, like, I just want to hear your side. He didn't ask me and all that shit. He fucking was like I'm going to believe the victims first, because that's not a dangerous precedent at all.
No, that's the most dangerous precedent of all, fucking, to do that shit, because that's how people's lives get freaking ruined. It's not just even ruined. You could potentially be putting somebody's life in danger if some psychopath freaking believes, you know, the other person implicitly they're completely, you know, they're unhinged and shit. They might take that shit to freaking heart. You know what I mean?
They might do some stupid vigilante justice and take shit into their own hands.
You never know. And the thing is, it's even worse when it's people that aren't that have a profile behind them, right?
Yep.
So again, here's the thing. Like I said, I gave him a chance a few days ago to talk. I openly said that publicly because he was very public about my shit. I'm not gonna reach out behind the scenes after he fucking put me on every like big channel, or the majority, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, So it's like, all right, everything is out here, then everything will be out here. I'm not going to try to fuck it. You could have reached out to me behind the scenes. So I will say it out here. If I sent that DM, or if I sent that, he could have said, let's talk in the DMs. He could have apologized and said he handled shit sorely or whatever and stuff like that. But again, he was too busy talking to everyone else, going like, Delirious and Liz and their baby, and I feel sorry for them all. And, you know, it's like that bullshit, just to make people be like, oh my gosh, I should feel sorry for that kid, because look at what Delirious did. Like, you know, like, again, which is the tweet he deleted because he realized it was fucking stupid to post something like that.
Yeah.
And like, he really wanted people on his side that were going to be like, think of the children, you know?
Yeah.
So he got fucked over that, and he was busy like doing all that shit that he didn't see that Cyan, Sarah, Kyla were like, hey, fucking biome. Later, like, you did this shit on your own. You weren't a part of this. We were not co-conspirators. We're out. And then he's like, "Oh, that's strange." Blah, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, but still, you could have said something, because again, like I said, there are conversations. There's probably like recordings. It's like, why wouldn't you guys record? Like, I would be on fucking edge with that group of friends. Like, if someone's secretly recording people, did you not think you were being recorded? Did you not think that your shit was being screenshotted and stuff like that? And I'm just like, this is fucking weird. Like, you know, it's a little awkward that, like, you know, people have information and shit, and you're like, so I get it, you know, he's gonna be chill right now, like, I'm still for them and I still for their story, because he's like, please don't tell my involvement in this. Like, I'm still for you guys. Don't do anything else to me. You already threw me under the bus. You don't need to come back and kick me on the floor and poke me with sticks. I'm dead. Please stop. You know? Yeah. But it's like, dude, like I'm saying, he could save face. He's doing a good job right now. It's like, I mean, avoid me.
He's still in the chat, by the way.
Is he?
I know. Yeah, he is. He's still in the chat. Just hit up Aura Gami on Twitter. It's at Aura_Gami. It's spelled AURA_GAMI. Just hit him up with a DM, and he'll link you in, bro, if you want to come in. If not, I mean, you're welcome to stay in the chat. That's fine. If you want to just, you know, if you want to respond to the chat, that's certainly right. That's fine. But I think it'd be more productive to actually.
Was he asking for the link? I tried to DM him. His shit is closed. He
said hold on, or he said 1 sec. So I don't know. I mean,
real quick though, too, with your super chat, Chronic. Like, I super appreciate like the support, but for real though, like, I don't want people blindly believing that I'm innocent. Like, just because, like, you know, they like appreciated my content, like my content and stuff like that. I still want everyone to have an open mind, even to this point. Yeah. There's no point in arguing stupidly like a lot of her friends are. All over, like, dude, you know how many new accounts they have that are arguing, like, fucking created May 2021. They're following the same fucking people and stuff like that. Like, dude, like, I get it. You want to spread the message and stuff like that. But I mean, like, are you really staying up on that? Like, it's stupid. It's like, if that was your crusade, again, you have my you should just be adding me. Like, hey, Louis, get on a call. Let's talk. Get on a call. Let's talk. But I mean, like, fuck, do you want to talk like with an officer or something? Like, you want to all get together. So like, you don't think I'm going to hurt you over the internet? We need Twitter police. Like, dude, I was open to talking. None of you guys wanted to talk. And here, I'll say this. I did talk to Sarah, and like, this is after that phone call. And I told her, like, I apologized for some of the shit that went down. And she said, thank you for apologizing. Now, like, fucking, and the thing is, she's been contacting me since January. And it's like, of this year. And it's like, okay, but you weren't supposed to talk to me. You even said your friend Elena would kill you if you talked to me that way and stuff. Or we were talking, she would be so mad at me right now. And I'm just like, okay, like, well, what made it change? Was it Ohm? Because I'm curious to know, like, she's not in this space at all. So I want to know, like, how it's like, hey, is there any room for the Girls Hate Louis Club? I want to come in. I need a membership. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just wondering how this linked up.
No.
Well, we might find out.
We might not. I mean, I don't know. Let me get this real quick from Jochi, if that's how it's pronounced. Or is it Joch or Jock? 199. Wave Rider is a bum.
Oh my god!
All right. So, yeah. Look, the whole thing of holding friends accountable. If you want to do it the right way, and if you consider that person a friend, even if it's somebody that you weren't tight with, but if you feel like an obligation because you were formerly a part of the same crew, the best thing to do would have been to just reach out, you know what I mean, in private and get to the bottom of it just to see. The problem with just blindly believing people, again, is because what Louis said earlier, it sets a bad precedent. It gets people freaking crazy. And you get situations like what we have right now.
Like, let me give you an example. I said it before too. Imagine you see your dad being taken away in handcuffs by the cops, and then your friends are like telling you on the sideline, like, your dad was hitting your mom. You hear what they're saying, and you don't think they'd be lying about it. And you see your mom hurt and your dad being taken away. But let's say like the mom was trying to stab the dad before all this happened. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And the dad kind of took one for the team. I'm not saying that's me, okay? I want to let you guys know that's not me at all. Like, I'm not trying to say this is what it is.
No, of course.
I'm just saying it's both your parents and you love them both. And you don't want to see the bad in either of them. But someone's telling you something, and there is a truth there. Your mom might tell you, like, your dad tried to hit me. Your dad might try to tell you he was defending himself. You're not going to know what side to choose, you know? You would, they're your parents, and you would hope that none of them are lying to you. And you would hope that none of them really went that fucking evil route, that it got that far, that it escalated to that point. Yep. And you're the kid, and like, you're trying to make it good on both ends. And so as you stay neutral with that, although you hear from like let's just say you hear from your grandma, like on your mom's side, so I always hated your dad, or your dad was an abusive drunk, and then you hear your grandma from your dad's side going like your dad was a loving person and blah blah blah. It's like both can be true, but it's like what was true in that moment and what happened. And so it's like right now, like I said, I wish for everyone to just be open-minded, not to just accept the side and not fight online about it. Like I don't want, like I said it before, I don't want my fans fighting like relentlessly, like, oh my gosh, like shut the fuck up. I watch all these videos. His squeaker voice is hilarious. And they're, yeah, isn't it weird that he used his kid voice? Maybe he was trying to lure kids in the whole time, huh? Yeah. It's like, okay, so fucking the old lady that talks for Bart Simpson must fucking love kids too then, right? Or the dude who talks for SpongeBob? Like, all right, you're putting a weird precedence out there by saying shit like that. But it's like, oh, but they don't have these allegations on them and stuff. It's like, that we know of, because how do we know that they don't, you know?
Dude, there's a rabbit hole right there that you were about to open up, but continue. I'm sorry.
No, but the main thing is, like I said, it's just be open-minded. You're only hearing one side. And it's like I said, it could be half true. It could be completely true and stuff like that. But it's like, no, if you don't know me and you don't know them, then you really don't know what happened between us.
Yep.
And that's it, dude. It's just like, don't like form some opinions and don't even fight. And that's it.
Yeah. And don't involve yourself. Just real quick, John Tanner with the 2, Louis, keep up the good work. Don't deal with drama. Go ahead, or I know you're going to say something.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, you know, like Louis has a great point. And, you know, in aspects like when stuff like this, people are quick to choose a side that they think you need to choose a side. Like, dude, if you're invested into it, like, you know, even though I don't think you really should be, but if you find this as like an interest and you're invested to it, don't pick a side. Literally, you got to wait and do your own research. Don't
draw your own conclusion. Yeah. Draw your own conclusion.
Don't watch Drama Alert. Yeah. What John is saying, you know?
Yeah.
Do not watch Drama Alert or wherever the fuck people go to like, you know, release these fucking things. And hold on, I think I got a message request.
Yeah. So just real quick to add to what Or's saying, look at the information and draw your own conclusion. And sometimes sometimes the information that's out there might lead you to information that you might not be comfortable with and you don't like, and you might not want to believe it's true, but it's better to do that than to just blindly just believe something just because you have an image of someone or something. You know what I mean? I get that a lot of people, especially when they become fans, because I'm a much smaller channel than you or or anybody that's really, I guess, at the center of the situation. But the thing is, I know there's people that are going to defend me just because, they're invested in me. But I would say, look, as much as I appreciate that, what I appreciate more is getting to the truth. You know what I mean? That's what I appreciate more than anything else, So that's what people should do. They should be looking to get to the truth of the matter by what is presented out there, what is actual evidence. And if something looks sketch, it's okay to question it. It doesn't make you a bad person to question something or bring some, if you have doubts about something, that's okay. And look, if you're proven to be wrong, that's okay.
Look, I have another thing to say. It was me versus apparently 8 people plus, and all their collective minds together could not come out with a better way to go over this. Says something about their character. They could have, like I said, reached out. They could have all said, hey, we need to talk. Like, I know it's been years. Like, I hadn't talked to Kyla in like 5 years, maybe 6. And it's just like, it's been a long ass time. So like, for people that are saying that, like, that like she's 19 at this point, she wasn't. She was 19 when I had talked to her. She's, I think, probably 25 now. But I mean, like, dude, like I said, collectively, this is what they all thought was best. They couldn't have come to some agreement going like, hey, what if we try reaching out to him first? If like, what was your goal here? And if they wanted a sorry, let's try to bring Louis to the table and see what's going to happen. But I mean, like, excuse me. But yeah, I'm just like, dude, like, that's the lamest thing, dude. Like, fucking, I didn't feel scared. I wasn't worried at all. I was just like, all right, well, what do you want out of this, dude? Because apparently, like, it's just like, I wanted to save other people. And like I said, they'd fucking tell my mom to leave me. Tell my mom to get out of my life if you're trying to save females and stuff. My cousins, my female cousins, my aunts, you know what I mean? Like, just.
Well, no, fuck that. Become a firefighter or become a fucking cop or become like fucking somebody who does somebody else's taxes. Like that you'll save other people that way. Like don't fucking know internet justice.
Nah.
But yeah, like, do they want me to wear like a sign or put on Twitter being like, I'm mean? I might be mean to girls. Like, what the fuck? Disclaimer, before I start this video, I was mean to a previous girlfriend. Like, did they want me to wear like a sign or like something like that? Like, I don't get what their goal is. And like I told you before too, like I said this before, if they feel like they needed to cope by going to the internet, I am 1000% okay with that. If it was 100% true and transparent, to come out and say like, hey, I'm going to speak my truth or whatever, before all this shit had happened. Like, here's the thing. Sarah was a huge supporter of all this stuff as everything was going down with Cyan. She was like calling her out, saying so much shit. She wanted to go undercover and talk to her and stuff like that. Like, oh, let me message her. Let me make a story and blah, blah, blah. Let me fucking tell her this and see if she accepts it and puts it up there. Like, she's stupid. And like, I can't believe this dumb bitch and stuff. The way she even brought up like personal things about you. And like, she's such a fucking idiot. What a liar and blah, blah, blah. Now all of a sudden it's like, we'll fast forward. It's like, I'm on the same team as her now. And it's like, all right. But what are you using now? There. Like, yeah. And I mean, dude, like I said, I'm just seeing how they want to go about it. And like I said, if they really want to fight it out, I have no problem. Like I said, I believe cancel culture, Me Too movement and stuff like that. I think it's lame. Like, I think it's stupid. It's not healthy. But like I said, if people have to cope that way, I get it. Like, there's shit that I would do. This isn't it. I think it's dumb. That's my opinion. But I mean, like, I feel if they wanted to set a good precedence for future people that want to say this shit, then legitimately talk about it and see what agreement can come from it. Because it's still my like fucking like just like where the U.S. and North Korea went to the table and they still were like, nah, it didn't work. Bye.
Yeah.
And they're back at it again. I don't mind, dude. But the thing is, what the fuck did you want?
Yeah.
Like I don't know what they're wanting and stuff. And like I said, if they want to go this, like, oh, I'm fucking gun ho. Like the person that like is spouting all this shit, I'm pretty sure they're probably like, oh shit, Kyla, you need to chill the fuck out. You're going off and saying some dumb stuff right now. Like, I think like, go ahead.
Just real quick. Let me get these super chats real quick because there's 3 of them that came in. Javier Ortega for $14.99. Here, boys, enjoy the money together. So I guess I owe you a 5 on top of the 2, Louis.
Thank you, Javier. Appreciate
it, Javier. Skeleton Litz. Hey, Louis, much love towards you, man. I remember the video where you went to the San Diego Zoo with Daffy. It's still my favorite vid. Let's see.
Yeah, they're using a picture from that video where I look like shit and being like, dude, I'm sure there are pictures of you where you look garbage or you didn't know we're being taken and stuff or a steal.
Oh, of course.
They had that shit on famous birthdays. It was disgusting. It's like, why? Out of all of them, why would you use
the
that
worst possible one?
Yeah, but it's like, dude, yeah, it's me. Are you trying to shame me now? Or are you fucking are you better than me now? Like, are you on the same playing field as me?
Listen, they're just trying they're just trying to hold you to higher beauty standards, okay?
Yeah, I understand that, dude. So I started watching. I can't say that I was watching James Charles though, because then I'll get in trouble, or like I was fucking colluding with him. So I started watching like other like beauty channels and shit, so I can beautify myself.
No, Louis, no, stop.
No, that's an omission right there. See,
No,
he likes
they're
James
gonna run with that.
Charles.
See, I knew it. It's because he likes James Charles. I knew it.
Yeah.
Shit. Let me get this one real quick from Brandon Dane. I agree with Louis. Unless we were there or a part of his life, we would know, but we don't. So it's important to leave it to them and not jump the gun.
Exactly.
And then we have one from Gorgeous 149 for a sticker. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. But bro, you know my thing, and this has always been a consistent thing that we've talked about across my channel and Crow's channel, is that the problem also with stuff like this, like situations like this, where they make accusations like this, it really does diminish actual like serious allegations. You know what I mean? It diminishes their value. You know what I mean? Because you have people that are essentially coming at you really just for mean shit that you said. That's really what it boils down to. Now, people can say, look, I'm not saying that people don't have a right to feel how they want to feel. If you're mad, you're mad. That's fine. And if you want to go out and say stuff like, hey, you guys need to know about this guy. He was a bad boyfriend. He's a mean guy. Don't date him. Fine. If you want to go online and say stuff like that, you're well within your right to do that, as long as you are not going to the point of obviously doing anything illegal, right? Making threats or, slander or libel or defamation. You need to be careful. Of course, there's some of the things that you even say online. But look, if you're putting it out there as like, you're upset because you felt they didn't treat you the way you should have been treated, you have your right to say that. That's fine. But when you get into the territory of making making accusations that you can't possibly hope to back up, like saying that somebody might be a P to the E to the D to the O, that's where you need to probably check yourself. And you better damn well make sure that you have something to back that shit up, because you might find yourself at the wrong end of a lawsuit.
You better back that ass up. That's right, John. Yeah, that's right, John. You say
back that shit up.
Speaking of backing it up, where the fuck is I'm getting so impatient. Like fucking, I'm getting so impatient.
I see that you're still in the chat. I mean, look, if you just want to watch, that's fine. If you don't want to be a part of this chat, or if you don't want to come onto a call, that's fine too. You could say so.
Please just say so we don't wait for you and we can move on, or at least counter the dude's point already, so we can move on.
Yeah, because
it should be easy,
it's. I mean, either you do your. I mean, if you're busy with something else, you can say that too. Just be like, not gonna do it tonight. That's fine. That's cool. You know.
I mean, it should.
Dude, I hope he tripped and fell and just like knocked out on his floor right now. Like I really know, right? Maybe some shit got knocked, like some sense got knocked into him.
I'm straight up shit talking right now. He's half concussed. Like, oh, where am I?
No, like this dude fucking really needs to like get his shit straight. And if he needs like a piggy bank dropped on his head to get some sense into him, then he fucking needs to figure it out.
Yeah. Oh, look, you got some super chats, John. You should read them.
Some super chats came in. Let me get them real quick. Purge Trippy, appreciate it. Thank you very much. This stream just made me trust Louis even more. Listen, like Louis said before, just look at what's out there and draw your own conclusion from it. He doesn't want you to just, if you trust him, you know, based on what's out there, what he's saying, and because, you know, you've come to that conclusion based on the evidence, that's fine. He doesn't just want you to blindly believe him. He wants people to keep an open mind about stuff. I'm not saying that's what you're saying, but just to reiterate what Louis said earlier.
Yeah. I want to follow up on that after you get the next super chat.
Next super chat here from Fiery Assassin Xbox for $2.99. I appreciate it. I'll donate $35 if Ohm joins the call and speaks. I mean, I appreciate it, but I mean, look, that's entirely up to him. Don't feel obligated at all to do that, whether he joins or he doesn't join. I appreciate the super chats. I really do. They definitely help for the channel growth and stuff. But you know, you all don't have to feel obligated to do it. I do appreciate it though.
Yeah. On the aspect of your previous super chat though, I'm just gonna say, like, you know, for Louis supposedly being the guilty party, he has like all the confidence, and you know, like, he doesn't really seem scared of these fucking like these serious accusations that are being put against him, and he seems like confident enough to counter it, and he seems to have done a good job doing it so far. You know what I mean? Pointing out inconsistencies and shit. So that's all I'm gonna say right now. But you got chats coming in left and right.
Let me get a couple more chats. And again, I really do appreciate it, y'all. Thank you so very much. Just why can't both of you make amends at this point? I don't care if it didn't do bad, good. If you did, then stop doing bad now. You, Louis, and Ohm. So I guess this person wants the peace.
Everyone does, yeah.
And you know,
honestly, like about that though, I never played with Ohm outside like recording shit. You know, sometimes after we were done recording, I would sit there and like, you know, kind of chat about things. But like, I wasn't really like, hey Ohm, you want to talk, dude? Want to sit down and talk? Never really talked to him. Like, I didn't have a relationship like that with that dude. And so I like, dude, after seeing all this shit, and like, since I wasn't really like a friend, like, I'm not gonna be like, yeah, dude, let's be cool now. Like, I wasn't even cool in the very beginning. Like, I was cordial. I was chill. Like, you know, he was my friend's friend. Like, we recorded and stuff like that. I added him because, like, you know, every now and then, like, I guess he got mad when he was like a filler. But to me, like, dude, like, I played with my friends. Like, you know, like you have when you're in school and you have your group of friends and say they go on a field trip and you're by yourself and you see that kid picking his nose, like, hey, Ohm, you want to play kickball? That's what it was like. Yeah. But I didn't even do that because I didn't play with him like outside. So it's like I saw him and it was just like, yeah, what's up, like goofy girl? Like, let's just fucking double dutch then. You know what I mean? It's just like, nah, I'm not playing with. Nah, dude. I didn't feel like he didn't make me feel uncomfortable and all that stuff. It's just, I don't know. I didn't vibe with him that way.
Yeah, you just more close like that. Let me get these real quick. Bad Luck Gunner 66, appreciate it for 5. Can't call someone clout when you don't know the story. Hear all sides, can't pick and choose. Decent point. Brandon Dade, thank you so much for the 1999. Falsifying a situation and putting that out in public really does an injustice for those that have actually gone through trauma. Keep neutral mindsets, everyone. And I think that's a very good point to make, and one that I agree with. Yep. Skeleton Slits, $2. Why does this matter? It's been 8 years. Who cares? Well, that's the thing.
Ask him when he gets here.
Yeah, that's really more of a question for Ohm, I would say. Yeah, at this point, because this is all stuff that happened in the past and not a past.
I already know what he's going to say. I already know what he's going to say. It's the victims needed to get justice and closure and shit. I already know, but like, let's wait for him because he's part of them bringing it up.
Well, look, and we've talked about it before. Look, everybody has a right to free speech and say what they want to say, but just, you know, don't say stuff that you can't possibly hope to prove. That's always been my stance. You know what I mean? Go ahead, Louis.
Real quick, what's the thing that's on your stream right now? I know it's the between Cyan and Ohm. Like, what does it say again?
Which one? What? Oh, that it says. Oh, yeah. What it says is. So this is from Crow's video, and for those of you that haven't seen it, I would encourage you to check it out if you get a chance. So this says, Cyan, basically, this was her messaging. Ohm saying, "No, we said if we were able to talk to anyone, it would be Ethan. They obviously mean H3H3, not Keem. I said no to Keem at the start. Don't push the narrative. We told you to talk to him. I didn't even know you were talking to him until day of or after the interview. And then Ohm replies, that was you. You weren't in the call. We noticed your chat after I reached out. You were only typing. I tried to correct that with this guy. Are you being manipulated by Fissy right now or what? I don't understand. So that was like a
real quick. Let's speculate on that for a second. If Ohm is kind of confident, let's just say we're taking Ohm at his word right here, or if he's trying to set up like a fucking escape. I wonder what else was being said because it's like, are you being manipulated by Chris, like Fissy now? Like, as in, like, what if she's now like just saying, hey, like, I didn't want this stuff on the internet, and then all of a sudden he's like, what do you mean? I thought you did, and like, who's telling you didn't want it on the internet? Like, who's changing the narrative or the story? You know?
Yeah.
Like it just seems a little weird. That's what I'm saying. Like, we could speculate on it a little bit. Like, what the fuck is like? Why is it being changed all of a sudden?
Well, that's the thing also, right? Because if he has something that shows otherwise, he might as well show it. And if the whole thing is like, well, you know, I want to protect them from stuff like that. Look, well, they don't want to protect you. And I mean, it's not at this point, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter if you try to protect them or not. I mean, things are gonna happen how they're gonna happen regardless.
Yeah,
yeah. You know,
like I was gonna say, we're doing bad at this.
Go ahead.
Like what I'm saying about the let's put these problems in a point system, right? Let's say Ohm has +1 like shit against them, like, oh, you guys actually conspired, but then like they have like +5 like shit against Ohm, like 5 things, like you wanted to conspire, you brought us together, you manipulated us, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think Ohm has the leverage to actually argue with them back because he probably showed all his cards and they didn't. So he kind of has to be very careful with what's going on because he thought he was probably like the shepherd to like the sheep, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so like they actually just ate him up. So he's just like, oh shit.
No, the craziest thing is he didn't even see it coming is the craziest fucking part. Oh my god. No, go ahead, Billy. My bad.
No, that's it. It's just fucking like, because if he has something to point out, I feel like he's waiting till they say something because, you know, when Delirious was the one, right, who started posting the DMs first, he said, I'm tired of this shit. Fuck it. Here's it all out of order or whatever, right? And then Ohm was like, what about this? And this video of him saying he has all this money, he doesn't want to record this game. Like, just, he didn't really have shit. No, he really didn't have shit. If I'm being like honest, like I'm not being biased, but it's like if you're looking at it, it's like there's not really shit that you're saying that makes Delirious really, really look bad. At the same time, Delirious is showing how much of a bitch you are about things. So it's like, I didn't know this shit about Delirious. Like, oh, well, I mean, Delirious, I didn't know this shit about Ohm. And Delirious, I'm like, what the fuck is all this that's happening? You know, like I knew like a little bit of what was going on, but like I didn't know to this extent. I'm like, this is a lot, dude. Like, I didn't know at times, like, when we're done recording all this shit, Ohm is kind of like, so, like, Ohm is like the girlfriend waiting up, like, like, the dude who has a super crush on you, and you get back from, like, a date with your significant other, and then Ohm's on your stairs going, like, why are you coming home late? And you're just kind of like, what the hell? Yeah. It's like, what are you doing on my doorstep? It's like, we need to talk. And it's like, what the fuck? You're just like my friend. It's like, no, you don't understand. Like, it just seems weird like that. So, okay, I don't want to go too far from the point, but the thing what I'm trying to say is, like, Delirious had a lot of shit to show to Ohm's character. Yeah. Ohm really didn't have much shit to show in Delirious. I feel that might be the same way with him and these girls. I think they have more shit to say about Ohm than Ohm does on him. So if Ohm blows his one piece of evidence or something that makes him look shitty in some regard, they're going to put out 5 more. And that's it. Ohm's done. He's just going to keep saying, I have more evidence. I have more evidence.
Exactly.
Check it out. What you'll see. You'll see.
Well, yeah, I agree with you. I think that's why he hasn't. Oh, go ahead, John.
Well, we have. Well, go ahead. Finish your point, and then I'll go over.
I was literally just gonna add to Louis' point. It's like basically, I think that's why he's not really popping off on Twitter like that right now. I mean, he's here, but I don't know where the fuck he is, and I don't know what's going on. But whatever.
Look, and the other thing is this. Here's what's the interesting thing, right? So obviously, we know that message was after the whole drama alert debacle thing. So it's already. Here's the thing: they're already starting to do their damage control with the stuff that whatever conversation they had after the fact, because now they could just say, oh, we didn't want that, we didn't want that, we didn't want that.
John,
and What's up?
You just brought up something very interesting, right? Okay, so how long ago did that fucking drama alert come out? Like 5 days ago, right?
It was at the
here it
beginning
is.
of the week. Yeah.
5 days ago. 5 days ago, this drama alert came out. Has been saying more to come and chill out, and he's gonna address this shit for 5 fucking days now. And we've been waiting for 5 days. And like, you think if it was the truth, and all the evidence is ready to go, and all this stuff was easy to prove, it would have been out already. Like, what are we waiting for, dog? I'm sorry. Go ahead, John.
He's too busy like replying to people on Twitter and shit.
Yeah,
Yep.
like
It's
he's too busy keeping us hanging. Like, fucking,
Yeah.
whatever.
Like,
Imagine, guys. You need to imagine this shit. What if he's conspiring right now? He's like, I'm gonna go in there, guys, and I'm gonna settle all this. And they're like, no, fucking no, you're not going anywhere. He's like, oh, like, they won't let him come on here. They're like, you keep doing this shit. Oh,
No, but another thing too, right? With the girl situation. Here's the thing. I was apparently their significant other, and they turned on me like this. They did it in record time with Ohm.
They did.
So it's like that's really fast to like turn on someone like real quick. Like they trusted him a lot with things, and this happened.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like, I don't know, dude. It's like either you're really good at turning on people, or you're a real bad judge of character. And
or Louis,
that doesn't look good on my end because they're fucking like they trusted me, and then like they don't trust Ohm, so maybe they might be bad judge of characters. But see, that's what I'm saying. I'm neutral. I'm in the middle.
Louis, he could be opportunistic, dude. He could have just seized the opportunity to like, because that's what I think he did. I think he's just like, okay, now's my chance to get back at everybody,
Yeah.
That was just stupid. Like, I don't know, dude. He fucking like look at all like the dramas and shit like that he's had with different people. Like, hey, I heard something about this. Like, oh yeah, about that. And then he fucking pulls out his like quilt and his notepad. Tell me about it. What's going on? So then later on, he could fucking talk about the other person. Like, hey, Lou, like let's just say this is very hypothetical, right?
Yep.
But it's like say he talked. Oh, this is a fake scenario. So, hey, Louis, what you doing? It's like, oh, nothing. And he's like, yeah, I heard you fucked the cow. And it's just like, oh, no, I didn't. It's like, anyways, you want to play GTA? It's like, nah, I'm not, dude. I'm going to get offline right now. It's like, yeah, about that cow, dude, I don't think that's legal. I think that's really bad. And it's just like, what do you mean? It's like, yeah, dude, it's really, really bad. But if you want to play, I'll tell you more about it. It's like, he seems like he kept doing shit like that to everyone. It's like, he wanted to let everyone know, I heard something about you. So you can kind of trust me and let me in because now you need to talk because I know something about you and we need to keep talking because I'm letting you know that if we don't talk, I have this knowledge of you and I might talk.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And let me.
I don't think Ohm is in the chat anymore because his name doesn't highlight. So
I guess he left. Let me get these super chats then real quick because people have been waiting. So let's see. I think we're starting from here. All right. So Insane Bubbles for 10. Thank you very much. If Ohm wanted this whole situation fixed, to be a bigger man, he would speak up and try to clear the air sooner than later. William Young for 5. Thank you so very much. Ohm, these are good guys. They want the truth and to help. Come chat, please. Let's see. Chronic, again, thank you so much. I love how Ohm said he was going to join, but he's not here. John Tanner for 5. If the truth from both parties has to be spoken and put this in the bed, if you know what I mean. Okay. Let's see who else we got here. Stephen Rudolph, grow a pair and man up Ohm if you can. Let's see who else we got because I think there's one more. Let's be sure. No, I think that was Insane Bubbles. No, it's not Insane Bubbles. Let's see. Let me go back up here real quick.
I don't mean to make fun of like people in your chat, but this Aline dude or girl or non-binary, whatever the fuck you want to be. Exactly. If Delirious don't want the drama, then why Louis still here keeping this BS alive? This has nothing to do with Delirious. I was just mentioning his situation as a testament to Ohm's character, you fucking idiot.
Shit.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, dude, when someone goes, I'm your fan, and they're trying to clap with their elbows and shit, it's just like, oh, dude, I'm not proud of that, man. Please don't say you're my fan.
Yeah.
Like, dude, like, especially, like, that's just fucking embarrassing. Like,
okay, let me get these are the super chats here real quick. These are ones that I missed. From Jin Rollins 211. Just like in the TJV video, Ohm is a gutless turd. Louis, regardless of what you think of him, is not afraid to bring the smoke. Awesome stream, guys. Keep it up. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. 1499 from Lunar Patches or Lunar Star Patches. Louis is being the most real in all of this. He is not hiding from his actions and is honest about who he is. Refreshing to see, since people are always concerned about the perception than honesty. Let me see.
Are you pulling these up? Are you highlighting these?
No, because he's already
they
passed.
passed. Oh, got you.
So I'm trying to get him. Brandon Dade for 20. Thank you very much. The situation overall reminds me of when I had my name slandered and was talked about or talked bad about. To this day, my name is still slandered based off of no evidence. So I empathize with Louis and all involved. Last super chat, I promise. Okay, Insane Bubbles. Okay. Insane Bubbles for 10. Thank you so much. Since Hilarious had all the proof, Ohm was just trying to escape by the skin of on his ass to keep his followers, even though he lost 40K. Is legit 3 days proof is in the pudding. Sorry, Ohm. I'm not sure I necessarily agree that losing subscribers necessarily means somebody's wrong in an argument, but I get what you're trying to say. But look, it is what it is. Yeah, I don't think Ohm is here no more. Let me check real quick though to be sure. You haven't received any messages, right?
I haven't received shit. I checked the chat. His name doesn't appear anymore.
It appears for me.
Does it?
Yeah, it appears for me. So it looks like he's still in the chat.
I don't see him. He doesn't appear for me.
Let me just try to reach out again.
I have 2% on my phone right now.
Dude, yeah, like I'm like, this is supposed to be a short stream. It's been 2 hours. Like, it's so.
Yeah, this was actually this was just supposed to be an impromptu, just like kind of like chill stream, like just kind of going over some things.
Yeah, I saw you only had like 5 viewers, and I'm like, let me bring this shit to life. It's like I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. If I was as popular as I once was, dude, you would have been like at.
Somebody say,
I'm just kidding.
That's okay. Hello, Lion says, charge your phone.
I can't look. I don't know if you can tell. I'm in a friend's garage right now, so it's echo. I don't know if you can hear that.
Somebody, Caitlin said, we don't really join Louis. He didn't want to talk with Tyler in a car earlier this week. Yeah.
Oh no, that's the thing. He didn't want to talk to him. Apparently, he wanted to talk to me. But I think he knows, so he's gonna be like, "Oh shit, never mind," because he already made the claim. Like, no, I only talked to Kyla. But he knows. So, do your best, dude. Try to convince them to switch stories or whatever. But fucking, come on, man, figure it out.
Let me double check my DMs. I haven't gotten anything. So let's refresh the fucking page.
I'm at 1% now because like I have to have my thing open.
I swear to God, if he tries to call,
pretty bad, dude. That sounds pretty bad that I have to have my thing open. But that's what got me in trouble in the first place.
Why is Crow's video playing? Okay, hold on. Didn't mean for it to play there. I was actually trying to highlight something.
That's right. You will not play that video. I will fucking use you for a copy. I don't know. I'm just kidding. I'm tired of shit.
You're gonna hit us with that. I'm
gonna claim this whole stream.
Yeah. Oh, this is that message that was DM'd.
Real quick. I'll try to get a laptop and stuff like that to check stuff out on the stream.
Take your time, bro.
But I'll say bye now just in case.
Yeah. All right, bro. Thanks for coming.
But like I said, like fucking.
Just so you know, Louis is gonna try to come back if he can, but if he's gone for the night, he's saying his goodbye if he is, and we'll discuss a little bit.
And you know this, I didn't back down from any of that shit. I wasn't worried about any of that stuff.
Yep.
And like I told you, dude, they could have handled this differently. They seemed, like I said, they're fucking starting World War like 55 on Twitter with me and stuff, and like their friends and their alt accounts, and I feel like it's super lame. Still to this day, it's like if you are trying to fix things and stuff like that, set a precedence for the other people that are trying to me too. Like this is the correct way to go about it and stuff. And if you know you're in the wrong and stuff like that, like I don't know, dude, you had your chances. I mean, I'm still like fucking here. I'm not like not right here, but like, you know, you can always say, hey, can we talk? You know, like that fucking those words you don't want to hear in a relationship.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, but it's like still, dude, I don't know what the fuck they want and stuff like that. And I'm like I said, just because like we might not come to an agreement, at least like you tried. But I mean, I don't know. It's like show your true intentions then.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's the thing. If you're really trying to get to the truth, which he seems to take anything at face value as the truth. But the thing is, he said he reached out to Minnie first, and then that's kind of changed too, hasn't it? Because didn't he say as soon as he found out, he distanced himself, but then he said no, he found out or he approached them, then he distanced himself. So I'm not sure which exactly is what he did, because there always seems to be some degree of inconsistency with things that he says. You know what I mean? Like with the whole him being what was it? Him saying that they approached Keemstar first, and then him kind of going back and saying, and again, I know that's a little bit of a nitpick, but then later on him saying, oh, well, actually, I approached Keemstar on their behalf. And it's just like, okay, I mean,
none of you should have approached Keemstar anyway. Sorry, go ahead.
There should never been a point, but I'm saying it's like, if it's not some kind of inconsistency or some kind of contradiction, and the thing is, if it's a matter of, look, you're misspeaking, just say you're misspeaking. You know what I mean? Just say that, oh, I misspoke, whatever. You know what I mean?
Like I told him, dude, I gave him the chance to talk, and again, he still can. Doesn't mean I'll believe him. I'm sure he's scared to. And fucking, if you weren't, then you have nothing to worry about. You can just speak. But if you're worried about something and you can't do it because, I don't know, whatever the fuck he was saying, the excuse with Wildcat, which were like, oh, I don't know, he's going to do some like low blows, then fucking turn off your phone then. If you can't handle it, then bye. But at the same time, like, why don't you just hear it out? Like, same time, like, what the fuck do you want? Like, I offered him publicly the chance to explain himself with things. Then people started fucking throwing him under the bus, and he's probably still scared. But it's like, dude, if you're going to fucking ultra try to save face, at least go, all right, dude, here's confession time from Ohm. You know what I mean? Do the typical YouTube. Sorry, guys, I got to tell you something. Like, fucking, dude, you do not look good from all aspects. Like, I don't know who's really on your side. Just know that I was willing to let you talk, but you ducked twice, and then you got turned on. So it's like, dude, I don't know what you're waiting for. But if you think you're good, dude, good on you, man. But I mean, like, I don't fucking care. Like, I honestly, I'm like, whatever.
Well, you guys, like, I see that you still follow him on Twitter and stuff. Did he block you?
No.
So then your DMs are open to him. So he could still like DM you and get on a call with you, like one-on-one, if he doesn't. And that's another thing too. Like, look, if you don't want to, if your thing is that you don't want to make a public spectacle of it, that's fine. Hit up Louis privately. We don't, you know what I mean? Hit him up one-on-one and talk to him. If you don't want to come on this stream, that's fine.
You should have said that. Like, fucking, I waited for you, you fucking prick. Like, what do you mean? Like, don't downplay it, John. My time is fucking valuable, dog. What do you mean? It's okay. No, it's fucking not.
Well,
I want to say peace out though, just in case it cuts out right now.
Yeah, that's fine, Louis.
So it's like,
let me read this super chat real quick. Then Ohm saw he was losing followers and he started defending himself to the teeth. It doesn't mean losing the argument. He's trying to look clean.
Yeah.
Blazing Dragon, no, Ohm is not here. He was in the chat earlier. I don't know if he's still here. But he was offered to come on. It seemed like
wasted our fucking time. He wasted our time.
He seemed like he was going to. I don't know if he decided against it. That's fine. All he had to do is say so. If he's not comfortable with the format, that's fine. That's cool.
Yeah.
You don't have to come on.
Thanks for joining, Lou, by the way.
Yeah. No.
Good
luck with your guys' stream. Enjoy your evening.
Appreciate you.
And Brandon, thanks. But make sure that 999 is actually mine, not theirs. Like, all right, guys.
All right, take care, Lou. We'll talk later.
Yeah, for sure. Peace out, everyone.
All right, take care, man. And if you can come back on, just come back on.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right. So I guess we'll cover what's on the screen here a little bit, talk for a little bit, and then I guess we could close out the stream. If Louis ends up hopping back on, we'll go a little bit longer.
Yeah. I actually might have to go. It's going to be like 3 a.m.
Oh, okay. That's fine. So let me get
good?
these last bit of, I'll get these last bit of super chats, and then I'll probably just go over this real quick and close out the stream.
If he for some whatever reason DMs me, I'll just shoot him the link.
Okay, so Brandon Day says, okay, this is actually the last one. Just wanted to say I appreciate you guys for putting up this live stream and want to say thank Thank you, Louis, for years of entertainment, and hope you're doing all right. And I'm sure he appreciates that. I'll make sure he knows that. Well, I think he saw that before he left, so, and I'm sure he appreciates that. So thank you, Brandon Date. Let me get this last one here. Insane Bubbles for 20. Thank you so very much. Appreciate it. After the bull with Bryce and other people, it's not a surprise he picks someone else. Ohm needs to be a man and decide if he's going to straighten the situation out or let himself dwindle while everyone thrives. Well, look, I mean, all he has to do, honestly, is just I don't think anybody is looking for an apology from him. At least I don't think Louis is so much. I think Louis, I mean, unless, you know, if Ohm wants to or whatever, but I think all Louis was looking for was for him to just, if he had an issue, just come to him and talk it out. I mean, that's what men do. You know what I mean? You know, you talk it out, and not just men, but people, you know, people with any kind of, you know, dignity or integrity, just hit somebody up. And maybe he felt that, oh, well, we were good friends to begin with, so I'm just going to believe it at face value. But you should always try to do the right thing. Get to the bottom of something. They'll just take something at face value.
Yeah. John, thanks for having me on, dog. But I'm
feeling
it.
Bro. Yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Take it easy.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna go over this quick little screenshot that y'all seeing here. And by the way, for those of you that want to check out this video, I'll go ahead and link it. Let's see. Share this with y'all. Copy this, and y'all go check this out if you get a chance. This is Crow's video on this. Basically, we see here this was a message that Ohm sent to Cyan. He says, "Hey Cyan, been meaning to reach out. Would you be okay with chatting sometime soon, potentially with a couple of others who previously had relationships with Louis?" Now, this was sent, you can see here, on March 20th of this year. And it says, "Thank you so much for speaking out last year. There's no doubt it took a lot of courage and strength to do so. I have come to realize that Louis has had a pattern of this for a long, long time. You may have already talked to, and the name's redacted, the other girl mentioned, has never told her story, but is thinking about doing so." So they, and by they, I mean Cyan's group, put this out to Crow because they wanted to basically say, like, hey, look, just to make the record clear, you know, just make sure everything is straight here. He approached us. We did not approach him. He approached us. So, you know, who knows? I mean, looking at this, I mean, that's what it seems like. We don't know if Ohm might have reached out beforehand, but all things seem to point that he reached out to them first. Does that make him that much more responsible in this situation than them? No. I think that both parties are guilty. That's ultimately my opinion on all this. Both parties are guilty. They're both equally at fault in this. That doesn't mean that I think any of them should be harassed, but they're not above criticism. So, but I would say, look, even if you guys are mad at Ohm, I would not say to go and harass him online. I mean, I think that he's already getting enough flack as it is. I mean, and it's not to say it's not undeserved. I mean, you did kind of put yourself out there, and you know how the internet is. But ultimately, it doesn't really accomplish much of anything. But I'm going to go ahead and close out the stream here. I appreciate you all joining us. Thank you to Louis for being on earlier and telling his side of things. And I appreciate every single one of you that joined us here in the chat. I hope you guys will consider subscribing to the channel, liking the video, sharing it, all that good stuff. Truly appreciate it. And hope to catch you guys on the next stream. So y'all take care and have a fantastic night.